Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know the routine. I don't know how this is going to go with the screen sharing. It might do good, it might not. Right now, so far, so good. But if it gets unbearable, I got the speaker already on, locked and loaded. So you just listen to the audio. I don't know what was said on this one other than the title. I got an email about 2 hours before I created the live because Truth had stole my live earlier, her and that damn clown. I think the clown then hacked my phone and he sent her my story. And so I had to scramble and come up with some. And I got an email from this one. So yeah, let's see what's going on. This is a woman from Twitter says he is unfair in his critiques of black women. Let's see what she lays out.
We got a few people already waiting. I told y'all we'd be doing the show. I actually did not think that the young lady would show up. Y'all know that most of the people, they say that they're going to come do the show or they have something to say to me. And well, they don't ever seem to show up. It's a strange thing, but they don't ever seem to show up. I want to make sure that everything is working on every one of the pages. It is. We should be live on all of these pages. I appreciate all of you for being here. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm going to sit up here and cut myself on my hand, but that's okay. I'm going to power through it. This shows you how tough I am. I'm going to do the show with a cut on my hand. I'm bleeding. Anyway, guys, what's going on? This is Sunday night. I had another show, and I'm still going to do it for you guys. The show that I'm going to do is about this woman who ended up killing her dude who paid for her, if only for one night. You got to be careful out there. You got to be careful outside. And you got to be careful when you're doing stuff like this, too. I don't even know this young lady's name, but I know it started off with she tweeted me something. And y'all know how I hate when people make these kinds of statements. I think it's wrong for them to say it. She tweeted me and she said, I posted a picture. As a matter of fact, I can show it on the screen right now. But before I bring her in, I'm going to show you guys exactly. Well, I don't know where she left to. Where did she go? Is she gone? Okay, she's back. I was about to say she just left. Let me hurry up and get this real quick before she leaves. Here's what happened. I posted this. I said, black women have the best bodies in the world, and white women could never. And I put LOL. Hey, lady, are cool. And she wrote, let the hurt go. I thought it was a guy. I thought it was one of them guys that trying to impress women. But she said, let the hurt go. And you can see I put, sir, say something else like that and you'll be blocked. Because I didn't understand why the young lady was following me, or the young guy was following me at the time that I thought it was a guy. Was following me if you're going to just write, let the hurt go. But they actually said they'll come here and talk to me and explain it. So without further ado, I don't know their name. I'm going to call them Hail Mary. Hello, Hail Mary.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you? It is a beautiful Sunday night, 11:18 Eastern Standard Time here. Talk to me. What made you write that?
Well, what made me write that is, see, I follow you on Twitter, of course. Mm-hmm. So, which that means I'm seeing majority of your post. Mm-hmm. This didn't stem from one post, and right. I feel like majority of your posts and their confidence, and it's constantly making jokes about black women. I've spoken to you, and you've told me about your past, and you've told me about hurtful things or evil things that people have said about you. Post being about black women and condemning us. I'm like, this got to be coming from a hurt place, because why would a black man who has a black daughter constantly belittle black women all the time? So then the post that you put up was a white woman. A black woman with a fat body. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, do you know how many white women or Indian women or Asian women, or probably very little bit Asian women, but do you know how many other race of women are walking around with that body? Why do you constantly go through your catalog and constantly have to pick out the black woman and shine a light on us and shine negativity on us, being a black man with a black daughter?
Let me ask you a question. Have you seen me post a lot of things about black women that are untrue?
That aren't what now?
That are lies.
That are lies?
Plain, flat out, he lied.
Yeah, I would have to say I disagree with most of it.
No. Disagree is your opinion. I could say Fantastic Four was the best movie ever. You could disagree with that. Mm-hmm. If I say Fantastic Four made over $50 million this weekend so far, what would you say?
Okay, I would say I would say, have you lie? Not the word. No, not lie. But let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Have you ever posted a post of a white woman or an Asian woman or an Indian woman in the same sentiment that you post as black women? Do
Okay.
you post fat white women? Do you post fat Indians?
Okay, hold on a second. We got to deal with the first part first.
All right,
You
go
said being disrespectful and the things that I'm saying, but then you turned around and said, well, I can't say you're lying.
Committing the crimes.
No, there you go. So, and yet we don't do that. We get mad when this light is pointed on something that we would consider negative. You know, like how they say black women are the most educated. Nobody ever says, well, why don't you talk about white educated women? Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they say black, if I was doing Dr. Umar Johnson, you know what you would never say to me? Because white women must have hurt you. Why not? If I say black women forever, snow bunnies never, why wouldn't you say to me, I must have been hurt by white women, hence why I'm saying this?
Or, see, I've listened to Dr. Umar Johnson, but I want to make sure I stay on point. But I want to say, you can tell when there is a reason behind something. So Dr. Umar Johnson, he may say, black women forever, snow bunnies never. But and that's just like black women. Always confidently talking about their bodies, confidently talk. How many we have to be confident in something when you constantly going out and reminded that you're ugly, that your hair is no good.
Wait. It's because y'all been hurt.
No, it's because
you said we have to do this when you've constantly been told you're ugly. You said that.
It's a war, Tommy, and it's turning into a war.
But if I say something that's factual, you would agree with it. You tried to lead with me with you've been hurt as if it was an insult. You did. You said let hurt go. You did. So if y'all got to constantly from your own mouth, if y'all got to constantly try to make yourself feel better because the world done jumped on you, why don't y'all let the hurt go?
Is it hurt? Is it hurt? Well, you got to think two things I want to say. I said let the hurt go based off of a conversation I had with you. I'm telling you, black women or the black race, period. We are going to have some callous about us and say, no, you're not going to keep telling us our hair is ugly. Our body is
go. If you let it go, you wouldn't worry about it. That's what you're telling me.
Well, hold on. It's like a Malcolm X thing. We don't want to go out here and just have war. But once somebody is constantly throwing rocks at us, are you telling me we're wrong for throwing a rock back and standing up for ourselves?
Oh, so all white people talk about all black folks.
Tell me, I'm talking about you.
No. You was talking.
I'm talking about you.
How are you talking about me?
I expect for other, I expect
but what I asked you was real. So all white people got a problem with all black folks?
No, they do not.
Okay, so then
and some of the other races. This isn't all about white, because I do believe every race has a racism in it.
Walked up to you and insulted you.
How many?
Yes, tell us about the race that walked up to you and insulted you.
Well, the job that I have, I've been called a nigger. I just got called a nigger 2 weeks ago.
And you didn't sue them and get paid like a motherfucker?
Sue them? No, I did not sue them, because of the line of work that I'm in, I cannot sue them.
Yes, you can. There's no line of work in the United States where that is legal to do. Not one. You could be the president's bodyguard. If the president called you a nigger, you'd literally be able to sue him. That is against the EEOC. That is against what's the other one with the defamation? That is a lie what you just said. You could sue them and get paid tons of money, and it doesn't matter what job you work at.
Well,
that is discrimination and racism.
Well, you know what? Well, so
everybody knows that.
So I, in my line of work time, I just don't know. But maybe you just taught me something new. But let me tell you something. Let me answer your question. Okay, did I sue? Did I sue? No, I did not. Okay, so now what's your point?
Okay, that is the point. The point is you're telling me something that cannot be validated.
Cannot be validated. Okay.
I asked you, what white people in your real life have done this? Okay. You could have easily said somebody that you could have said I was at school, somebody they called me one. Then I'd understood that. Because there's no way for me to validate that. But you went to the easiest way to validate it, because you would have easily filed a lawsuit against them.
Do you want me to give you another example?
What I'm proving right there for a little bit, but you can give me another one. But that one, if we were just talking to each other, and we do have an audience of people who are watching, it sounds like you're lying to make a point.
I was called a nigger 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's your job. Because if you got a problem with hold on, ma'am. Because if you got a problem with what I tweet, you damn sure would have a problem with what your job did. Because I'm not your job.
Sir, I work with confused patients all the time, every race. I was called a nigger by a patient that has dementia. Okay,
And
first of all.
you still would be able to go to not only the family that pays, but to the home. This happens all the time. And when it happens, they get to go to them, because you don't get to sit up here and insult me racially, because whoever called you a nigger felt that way before they had dementia. They literally
Yeah,
racist
but guess what? There's no way to prove that someone confused had dementia, use the word nigger before dementia. There's no way to prove that. There's no way to prove that. You can't go around suing demented patients because they called you a nigger.
Okay, so what you can do is end up not taking care of that patient.
But you know what I can do? Yeah, I can refuse, but you know what I didn't? But you know what I can do? When a black man is constantly on Twitter bashing black women, I can type on Twitter, but sir, there's nothing that I can do about a demented person calling me a nigger.
And you, wait a minute, we established that you said, yeah, I could do that. Then went right back and said, there's nothing I can do.
I figured you didn't. I figured, well, that's because I knew you didn't have all the puzzles. What can I do about a demented person on my job?
I just told you and you agreed.
Tommy, I'm telling you, you have to send that through. I need proof that I can sue, sue a demented patient.
No. I said you can literally refuse to help that patient.
Well, you know what?
And you said, and you agreed when I said it.
I did, but guess what though? I did not go back in that room that night.
Okay, what did I say that was just wrong? I said you could do this, and I said you agreed when I said it. What about that was wrong? What about that do you disagree with? That didn't happen.
I could refuse. That I could refuse him?
Yes.
You didn't say anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong. Let me tell you why.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Because I was in a position. I was in a position to where I didn't have to deal with him that night. But if I had a witness,
we gotta hold on. We gotta really get in line and be in order. Okay. I just asked you simply. You said, "What could I have done?" I said you could have refused service. Mm-hmm. You at that point said, "You're right." Mm-hmm. Then you went back, and after you said that, the next thing you said was, "But when there's a man who's on Twitter who I see who is bashing me and other black women, well, mm-hmm. I can type him back." You know what? Also, you could have done.
Ignored it.
Sure could have, just like you told, refused to go and help that woman. You could have, or that man, whoever did it, you could have said, "I'm not doing that because that's wrong. That one person is wrong. That one person is racist.
She
that one person makes it to where I don't feel comfortable doing this job."
Care. Now, she said, "I could have refused care, but I didn't."
That one
now
person,
she lied and switched it up and said she didn't go back in the room.
Followed me. So what I need to know first of all, yes. So what I would need to know, what made you follow me in the first place?
What made me follow you? Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it. That was a question.
Okay. What made me follow you in the first place was I followed you maybe like a year or two ago when I saw you on the Fresh and Fit. When you weren't on there a year or two ago, but I saw you on there a year or two ago. So then I ended up following Myron, and I saw you speaking with Myron one day.
Yeah, but you saw me on Fresh and Fit. What did I say on Fresh and Fit that made you say, "I'm gonna go follow that man"? Because I just got this account. This is a new account.
I like the way on Fresh and Fit, the episode that I saw, you had some objectiveness about you that I liked. Mm-hmm. But in the same way with Myron, there's an objectiveness when y'all speak. So I followed you. I didn't hate you, even though you said a couple.
I didn't say you hate. Do you hate that person?
That's what made me follow you. I like your objectiveness.
Do you hate the demented person who called you a nigger?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
So I just asked why. If a woman asked me why'd you eat my pussy, I got to answer. My answer ain't be, I don't hate you. I mean, there's a reason why I hate it. It can't be because I don't hate you, therefore I did it. So I'm asking.
You raised points. You raised points that I said, hey, I mean,
now that was disagree. But you followed my new Twitter now. What made you follow that one? Because after 2 years, I'm pretty sure you started looking at me and seeing that I was consistent, saying the same things over and over.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't recall following your new Twitter, but I don't disagree with it now. I don't disagree that I followed your new Twitter. I don't disagree, but I don't know what made me follow your new Twitter. I can tell you one thing that happened. I can tell you one thing that happened. I got locked out or whatever. I deleted my old Twitter. Decided I wanted to get back on new Twitter. Somewhere in the lines, I must have ran across your new one again and hit follow. I don't know.
Well, why would you do that? So, but I bash. That would be like you somewhere along the line keep on carrying after this person who called you a nigger.
Well, let me ask you something. When you get on Twitter or anywhere else you are public, do you get called ugly? Do you get called nigger? Do you get called stupid? Do you get people? Everybody on your Twitter, do they agree with you?
Well, no.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
No. I'm not gonna let you overtalk that point you tried to make. You said they're on my Twitter. Now go look at who Twitter I'm on who talks shit about me. Go see who I follow that talk shit about me. I don't.
This is your Twitter, Tommy, but this ain't your platform. This belongs to Elon Musk.
No,
Why don't you get off when somebody calls you?
Just like you don't own that hospital either.
That's right. I don't.
That
Well,
nursing home.
I don't.
Whatever it is you work at, you don't own it.
Correct.
So, but you do have the ability to say, I'm not going to work with that person. And nobody can look at you and say, you don't own it. You got to do what we want you to do. No, you don't.
You don't have to, but you know.
I don't own it, but I'm also not dumb enough to follow people who offend me.
I'm trying to see what your point is. Because look.
That was it. Hold on. That was it. I don't follow people who offend me. I don't.
You don't get under my skin as if like you may get under the next black woman's skin. I don't care about you. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't care. Here's what I say. You're not hurting my feelings. But if I want to go back at you, I have every God. I can follow whoever I want to follow. And I can debate and disagree with whoever I want to disagree with.
Who said you couldn't? Where was that?
Why are you asking me why do I follow you?
Arguments that I didn't say you couldn't do it. But if you decide to do it, if I decide to follow the gay guy and I keep on arguing with him about his gay post, after a while, instead of me trying to talk about how gay he is, people might start saying how gay I am. And normal people.
Yeah, it sounds like it's finna get ugly. It started off seamlessly. It said they were having a good conversation. It sounds like it's finna get ugly. She said, why are you asking me who I follow? Because I guess where he's about to go or where he's about to go is you see his posts. You know what he's about. That's why he pointed out you on his new Twitter. He said he just got this one and somehow you found it because his old one was deleted. And you respond, you're on his show right now because you tweeted him on his new Twitter. He doesn't have access to the old one because it was deleted. So he ain't got no notifications. You had to tweet him on his new one. And so I guess he was going to ask you, if you don't like what I say and you feel like I'm hard on black women, why do you watch? Is it just so you can argue with me? Why are you following me on Twitter? You know what I'm going to say, but you still follow and you on here complaining about it. And I already caught her in that one lie where she said she didn't refuse care to the patient. I would have sued for unsafe work condition. It's stream, not stream doesn't use as much bandwidth and shit as YouTube because it's playing almost seamlessly.
People would. They'd say, you know that guy's gay, and you know all he posts is gay stuff.
Okay.
You should go move on because he's who he is. Yet you keep following him, trying to get his attention with his gay ass.
Okay, that gay man who's continually irking your nerves or offending you.
America. No tax on tips or overtime. Real relief for every American.
Y'all, this one of those pesky commercials.
Medicaid for Americans, not.
And the crowd says, automatically mean you gotta stop following him. Maybe these are the topics. Maybe these are the topics that interest me. Maybe these are the things that I want to prepare myself to argue against.
Why would you then complain?
Complain?
If you get good and bad with it, why would you complain about it?
Show me where I complained.
You literally are now.
Show me where I complained. Tell me. I said, let that hurt go.
Are now.
Where am I complaining?
What are we doing?
At the end of the day, let me tell you what this is.
What are we doing right now?
This is a debate. The same thing you set up and told the girls. The same thing. A debate over something that I disagree with, that I saw you, that I constantly see you post on Twitter.
That's not a debate over what you. Okay, if you have a debate over what you constantly see me do, what is the debate? Tell me. The
debate is. See, I posted, let that hurt go. You disagreed and you said it's not hurt. I'm debating you on it is hurt, and I'm also debating you that a lot of stuff you post about black women,
I never once said it's not hurt.
I just want to
It's right there on the screen. Ma'am, it's right there on the screen. Ma'am, it's right there on the screen.
I'm debating that you do constantly purposely.
So here's what we're gonna do. You said something, it is untrue. I'm
correcting. What part was untrue?
You said, I said, let the hurt go. You said
no, I said that.
Ma'am, you said out of your mouth, it's not hurt. I stopped you and said, I never said that. And then I put it on the screen and you can see it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You did not say it's not hurt. You basically you
can't even paraphrase.
Let me correct myself.
You can read it. You don't have to say I basically have done that.
Yes. I paraphrase. But that's the response.
No, you didn't paraphrase because I didn't say it. I didn't say anything to it.
You didn't say it's not hurt. Let me tell you what you did say. You said
it's on the screen. You can read it.
Sir, I know what I said. I know what was said. You said,
oh my God, so you're not going to read exactly what I said. You're just going to keep paraphrasing it when you can read it.
You want me to read it?
Oh my God. No, I just kept saying read it.
Hold on.
See how you're making something very simple difficult?
Let me click on the Tommy. You don't have to get out. Let me click
on the screen. You can see it. It's right on the screen.
Well, I got to put my glasses on. You said.
Then I'll read it. You can say read it to me.
I'm going to read it. I got it. I'm going to read it. Sir, say something else like that and you will be blocked. White women don't say they got the best bodies and black women want to be like them. Now, tell me to let the hurt go again, nigga.
Right.
Just read it.
Nowhere was it I paraphrased. None of what you said.
So paraphrase out.
I explained it. Whoa. And I explained what you just asked earlier. Why would I talk about black women and not white women? Well, what does it say? White women don't say they got the best bodies and black women want to be like them. So if a black woman got a bad body, it would be the exact same if I told you my whole crew of niggas got big dicks. And then you saw one of my homeboys that didn't. How am I going to say you picking on me when we're the one bringing the attention to ourselves by saying we all got big dicks? If we hadn't said it, no one would have said it back. If you didn't go around saying we got the best bodies and they want to be like us, literally this would not be a thing, which is why the post I put up had LOL on it. It said because black women have the best bodies in the world and white women could never. LOL. So you got the answer to your question right there, didn't you? Okay. That was why I spoke about black women and not Asian women. You ain't never seen Asian women going around saying these black women trying to be like us. You've never seen it. You've never seen white women saying, y'all trying, you black women want to be like us. You don't. Okay. So of course, that kind of pride and that kind of mouth, people would talk back to them. Normal.
I just want to address the 2 points you made. Are you done? I just want you to finish now because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Go ahead, ma'am. Every time I've stopped.
Okay. So we can throw out the word paraphrase. I did not paraphrase what you said. You did not say what I said. However, you can gather from your post that it offended you from what I just read. Say something like that again and you will be blocked.
Yes, I was offended.
You didn't like it. Okay. So I'll just say that.
Yes. Two different things.
Okay.
I can call a fat person fat. They can be offended by it and still be fat. Yes?
Yes, they still fat.
There you go.
I'm trying to follow you on that.
Because there would be no way to paraphrase that because I was offended by what you said, that somehow you can take that as I was saying, oh, I'm not hurt. I could have been hurt, still offended that you brought it up.
I wanna throw away the word paraphrase and I want to only go by what you wrote on that.
There you go. Yes.
Yes. So I want to throw that away. That's the first point I want to make. So I'm just going off of that you didn't like it. Okay, that's the first point. The second point is about the black women always talking about their bodies and they want to look like us and this, that, and the third. You know, and maybe you've witnessed this. However, I have not. I haven't seen black women wake up and decide that it's Sunday or Monday or Tuesday and say, "Oh, look at my body. White women want to be like me." Instead, I have seen it as a defense. I have seen it as once she's been told she's fat, she's over 180 pounds, and black women are the least desired, this, that, and the third. We got the right to say that in a defense. Now, another point I want to make. You said,
you see that post right there? Guys, that you can see on the screen, it says this girl named
who getting told they fat, black, and ugly every day if they not fat, black, and ugly? If you don't fit those three characteristics, I don't think people fucking with you every day to fuck with your self-esteem. So the majority of women shouldn't be running around saying that because of what you're saying, because they self-esteem is low, so they do this to up their self-esteem. It doesn't make any sense. So all black women have just been told. Is that what you saying? I know you didn't say all, but the way you paraphrasing, it makes it seem like you saying all black women are told they fat and ugly and undesirable and nappy headed and all of these things. That's what you sound like you saying.
Because white girls tend to have underwhelming bodies. Black girls have the hottest bodies. It's not even close.
Is that a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Okay. Is that in response to your post from me and you? I think it is.
Hold on.
That's a
Wait,
post.
wait. Why would you say that? What white girl said anything to you? Listen to what you're okaying.
Tell me, she's talking to you.
No, ma'am. Listen to what you're okaying. A white girl said nothing. The only person who said something was me. And the only thing I said was because black women have the best bodies in the world. The person could have said, first off, we don't have the best bodies in the world. People who got good bodies have good bodies, black, white, or indifferent. White women haven't said shit to us, so I'm not going to try to throw them under a bus. They didn't say anything. You did, sir.
Okay.
But you don't think that's normal. But most people would think that's normal and fair. Just because I said white girls got the best hair, why would you then start talking shit about white girls who were nowhere in the conversation? You wouldn't like it if people did it to black women, would you? If somebody said something about white women,
he called her,
and then they turned around and lumped the black women in a pile, would you think that was fair if no black woman was there who started this argument?
Hey, it's done every day. It's the world we live in. It's the world. It's the game we got to play. Listen, I want to answer.
Now she says it's the world we live in.
I want to answer. I want to answer your question.
No, you don't, because you went to that's the world we live in. I asked you, was it fair?
I'm not gonna talk about fairness when y'all are constantly online bashing black women. I'm not gonna talk about fairness. What about fairness with us? But I do want to answer your question.
Oh, wait a minute. If you're talking to me about fairness, I didn't ignore what you said. I addressed what you said. You said, if I talk about black women, why don't I talk about everyone else? I said, because everyone else doesn't say this. Then I gave you examples of Black Lives Matter. Then I gave you examples of women having women's rights forums.
Okay, Tommy, can I ask you?
Typically, we'll talk on one side of an issue, like the Democrats do.
No, I want to ask you something. You say this group of wait, first I want to answer your first question. Your first question was about the it's not white women or any other group of women on Twitter constantly warring with other women. You may have something like if you post something or somebody else post something, you will have a few women come in and say, yeah, black women this and black women that. But for the majority, you don't have white women walking up
she
to
got a shrill voice.
The white walking up to other races of women and saying, hey, I just want you to know I'm better than you. My body is better than you. That's not the person who made that post. I'm not condoning it, but at the same time, I just feel like she's responding to you because the topic that you put up on your page.
You respond,
huh?
So you can't help the way you respond.
You got every control over how you respond. I just want to finish what I'm saying. You have every control over how you respond.
Because I wanted to make sure when you made that comment, I just wanted to make sure what you were saying to me, because you said you're being very sympathetic and empathetic towards the person bringing in people who said nothing to them. To the person, a whole nother race, because you said, well, people bash us, so we should be able to bash back.
If a person gets on your page and comments back to a response that you made, like as you put up a picture of a white woman and you said, but white women this and white women.
How Gen X are getting. I recently posted a picture. So what are they? Is it some new trendy diet?
Nope. I love going out to eat too much.
So then what's your go-to work?
I don't work out.
You have to tell me what you're doing.
This is going to sound kind of funny. I learned it from...
But their bodies are better. You know, that post you just made. In defense, they posted 2 pictures. Am I saying that their pictures are right? No, because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Somebody's looking at that black woman saying, oh, she look good. Somebody looking at
but they didn't just post 2 pictures.
They posted a black woman and a white woman, and they said, they put the comments.
Yes. The comment was what they said. Because remember, if I had posted that picture and didn't say anything, you wouldn't have been bothered. If I didn't write anything, if I just posted that picture, you wouldn't have been bothered, right?
I would have been bothered because I know your history, but go ahead.
Oh my God. See,
I know your history. I know how you post. I don't dislike you, but I know your history.
Okay, you never just answer something directly. Directly
Yes,
is
I do.
my words are the problem. You've been saying bash. Bash ain't silence. Bash ain't silence. So we should have agreed that the words that you say when you post a picture is different. Because let me tell you who used to put up posts about black women fighting and doing stupid shit all the time. World Star Hip Hop. But guess who didn't get backlash? World Star Hip Hop. Why didn't World Star Hip Hop get backlash? Because they never gave their opinion of it. They just posted it. Anybody who just post stupid shit that black women doing and never give their own commentary, they never get in trouble. You can't name one black person who's posted the exact same shit I post, but they just post it and don't say anything.
Comments on it and their opinions is different, because I used to follow World Hip Hop, and I have seen black people come in and say, why y'all always posting it, showing this negativity on us? Why don't you post this black woman doing this? Or that's not true. That's not true what you said.
They didn't say anything, and World Star Hip Hop became the biggest thing on the planet.
Tommy, you're big on Twitter. We can't help World Star didn't get in trouble.
Big on Twitter. I literally had to get somebody else's Twitter just to be on Twitter.
But what I'm saying, the point that I'm making is we can't help that World Star didn't get in trouble. But did people have did people make negative?
No, you could have. Hold on, that's a lie. You could have. If World Star, let me ask you something. If my food truck only got big because black people came to eat at it, and then they found out I put rats in the food, are you telling me they can't ruin my food truck?
They can.
And how would they do?
They would show rats. They would post pictures. They would.
She totally ignored or missed the part where he said, so damn it, I lost it. It's gonna come back to me. Oh, he said World Star doesn't give their opinion. They just post the video or they give a caption, but they don't give their actual opinion on it. Nobody's typing an article up about it. And he's saying, when you just post a video, you get less backlash or no backlash as opposed to somebody that gives their opinion to the same exact video, because they're using words to describe what they see and whether they're for it or against it.
And they would stop eating there.
And they would stop buying. They would stop giving you money.
And just like anything else, if you stop it, you go around and do like they did me on YouTube, call it racist, call a congressman, and do all this stuff. They'll get it taken down.
But what you said to me was, what you just said to me was, nobody had nothing to say. I can't help that it was a minority of people that bashed World Star and said, hey, why do you keep showing black women or black people?
Hold on. No, they asked, why is it that we're only putting up negative things about blacks? They say, why is it? And it's because somebody said they
showed disdain for it.
Because they said, well, World Star is only putting up, but they didn't say World Star is saying racist things. World Star is bashing us. They just asked, why are you just putting this up? Because World Star never said a thing. So they can't say World Star is doing it. They never said it.
But Tommy, this is me and you talking. I never called you a racist. That's
all I'm saying. If
I never called you a racist.
So why? No, I didn't say you did. What I'm saying is, and this should be very simple. What that surf sent me would have meant nothing without words. Just like my picture that I put up would have meant nothing without words. You're actually here talking about what I've said, and in several places in which I've said it. And I respect that, but let's not lie and say, well, it's not your words. It is my words.
Yes, it's your words.
That's all I've been trying to establish. So,
it's your words.
Yes. So because it's my words, it's the same with this person. Their words, them just posting that black woman and that white woman could have left it up to anybody's interpretation.
Yeah, true. Right.
Somebody could have been saying they were saying that they like them both.
They could have been saying they could have put the picture up and somebody could have said they're both beautiful.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. But this person who did this went on to write everything that you said. Black, you don't know nobody who said. Well, this person said it without being prompted. White girls tend to have underwhelming bodies. Black girls have the hottest bodies. And it's not even close as how they finished it. And the person they put up there had on a wig, and it is what makes it funny. The body was photoshopped and their breasts are fake. That's what they chose to put up there, though. A wig wearing Photoshop fake breast person to prove that black women have the best bodies. Now, does that even make sense? If they were trying to prove that, would you use that photo?
No, I would go get a natural, beautiful. I would go get a natural, beautiful black woman.
So that's what I'm saying. So even when they talk about stuff like this, they will make up a lie, which is how they got the best bodies in the world, and keep saying it. So somebody should be able to make a joke about it. Again, let me tell you about white women. Black women are able to go around and call white women flat back, unseasoned chicken, all these stupid things. And you just tried to say you've never seen this. That is a lie.
No, I don't recall saying it. What I recall saying to you at the beginning of the conversation is that there is racism in every race. I don't disagree that black women bash white people, Asian people, this, that, third. I don't disagree.
Why are they bashing the white woman's body? Why are they doing this?
I think
why are they saying how they all got flat asses when they don't? Why are they saying how they all have no lips when that's not true? Why are they saying this to a group of people who ain't fucking with them?
Well, let me ask you this. For the same reason, why did you say one time that white people smell funny?
Hold on. Because I had been around them and I said they did. And why did no white people come to me, get mad at me and saying, why you bashing white?
Baby, I can't answer for the white people, but I'm asking you. Do you think all white people smell funny?
Hold on. To me, they smell different. I said this, just like Indians.
Why are you asking me about what other people do? I commented on you.
Answer your question.
Okay.
Unlike you, without anything else, you asked me, do I think they smell funny? I said,
I sure better say, notice he answering the question. She don't like the
answer. And I also
answer.
said, whites nor Indians come talking about why you bashing us. Why not? If I'm doing the exact same thing, why are they so confident in what they do and who they are?
Women
that
got
they
flat
get
asses
mad
too,
and saying, why did you say this about us?
Well, tell me, you can flip that coin. You can flip that coin. I get what I get 100% what you're saying. I will agree.
And
you can go and talk about white people or any maybe Asians. They not a majority of them will not be in your comments or are busy doing other things that are more productive. And what you say, hold on, and it don't hold weight.
Okay, cool. Why are they so bothered? If they're unbothered with people online and saying what you said, which is there's so many people online bashing black women that we have to take up for ourselves. How?
We could, but what I want to say is we can flip the coin, because there's also Caucasians and every other race in your comments and every other about comments that'll come in and say and start continuing to piggyback off of what you say about black people and what you say this, that, and third. Why are they? I can't explain.
Why does it bother you? They're joining the fun. They're enjoying it. That's what it's supposed to be. Social media should be you're hanging out with people you like. You're talking and reading and seeing things.
What about if you want to hang out with people that challenge?
Challenge. I don't mind. I brought you on the show for the challenge, but I don't go to your page or anybody else's page pissed at what you say, mad about what you say. I'd rather ask you. I don't even assume. I would ask if it was just something I saw. I would say, hey, why do you do that? I wouldn't say you've been hurt. The stupidest thing y'all say. It's insulting, which is why I respond.
So you think when I said let that hurt go, I lied?
What do you mean you lied? I said an insult. Do you not understand what I thought we'd established what words meant?
We have. So okay. So I insulted you. But you keep on asking me.
So why did I just say it's insulting after we've already established this? And you said, so you say I lied?
I'm trying to figure out why would that, an insult.
Wait a minute. What you just was trying to say? You said, I'm trying to see what? What were you going to say?
I'm trying to see. I was going to say, I'm trying to see. Insult comes in many reasons. It ain't just one reason why somebody would insult you.
I thought you were going to say it. I'm going to stop you. What you should have said was, I was trying to see how I insulted you. So you could
I want to know why it was an insult to you.
Yes,
if I said let that hurt go, why is that an insult?
Do you see what you're still doing? What did I say? If you really were trying to be challenged or want to challenge someone, listen to what I just said. I said, all you had to do was ask. Well, why do you think that's an insult?
Well, I'm asking that, Tommy, because you told me it basically is pointing to that.
How she won't. I said, why don't you ask that question? She would rather she was doing it earlier with the I'd rather paraphrase instead of actually read.
I'm not afraid to ask you why that insults you.
Yes,
me personally, I believe I already have that answer, but I'll ask you. But I do.
What is it? Okay, listen to what she said again. I believe I already have that answer. Even if you believe you already have that answer, you still ask. Because you could be wrong.
I could be. And I want to ask that question, Tommy.
just want to challenge. Then you would have just said, you know what?
This is a challenge.
Okay, so what? Yes, because it's a challenge to follow the conversation. You would have just said, well, what was it that offended you about me saying this? And I've said that 5 times now, and you still haven't.
What was it that offended you about me saying, let that hurt go?
Because you're assuming when you don't have to, that there's a reason that I'm doing something and it's psychological.
Mhm.
It is a flaw with me of why I'm posting facts about blacks. And that makes no sense, because that would be like telling Martin Luther King that he's hurt. That's why he up there talking about civil rights all the damn time.
Mhm.
It's like saying to a woman, she's hurt because she's talking about abortion all the damn time, or men raping.
Mhm.
It's insulting, and it's one of the things that black women do. Black women don't want to listen to why something happens. They want to say something negative to you. You only saying that because you can't get no black pussy. So y'all all talk that way, and it's insulting.
Okay.
You talk like children, because adults don't talk like that. Adults don't tell somebody why they doing something, and the reason they doing it is negative.
Mhm.
You would ask, but y'all don't want to hear the answer, because when people tell you the answer, the mirror comes up. That's why I asked you, what lie have I told? You couldn't tell me what lie I told. The only thing you wanted me to do was feel bad because my daughter black and I'm black. So I shouldn't be saying these things. Not, they're untrue. And that ain't right. Because I should be able to say that a person's fat if they fat. And they shouldn't tell me you've been hurt by a fat woman. She rejected you. That's the only reason why you saying that. Really?
And I should be able to say, Tommy, let that hurt go. If I've spoken to you before and you've already expressed that PTSD, I should be able to say that.
You have never talked to me and I expressed the PTSD of they talk shit about my daughter. That's why I talk shit about them.
How do I know that you said black women said that then? How do I know that you
Ma'am,
called?
ladies
How
and
do I know
gentlemen,
that?
everybody in the audience, how do y'all know what black women have said about my child? How do y'all know it?
Tommy, I have spoken to you on Spaces.
Ma'am, I'm answering your question. You try to tell me something about my own damn life. I didn't start making videos because they started talking about my daughter. That is a fucking lie you're telling.
I didn't say you did start making videos because they talk about your daughter.
And
I'm
whatever.
going off of a personal conversation I have had with
in
you
the
on
personal
Spaces.
conversation, did I tell you I posted stuff because they hurt my feelings?
This ain't about you posting stuff because you hurt your feelings. You fucking thin air. It didn't come out of thin air. Listen to what I'm saying.
Said, let that hurt go because of what? What made you say it?
I'm
what
telling you, are you listening? I'm telling you why I said that.
I'm asking.
I'm telling you why I said it.
Why did you say it?
I was on Spaces with you one day. We were talking about colorism, and we were talking about colorism in Hollywood. And you said, yeah, that's just like black women that sit up there and bash my daughter, or coming up, family members that will sit up here and tell me I'm ugly because I'm dark skinned. So whether I'm right or I'm wrong, you may not be posting this stuff because of past. I'm telling you why off of my hands, why I type what I type. You can call me right or wrong. I'll never fucking know. What I do know is that it didn't come out of thin air. So if I gathered a hypothesis that said,
because if we're talking about colorism, me saying I have experienced colorism
in the black community
would not then turn around and say that's why you're talking about black women, because I've experienced colorism. Tariq Nasheed has a whole thing called Crispy. He's a black man. So I ignored the black men to talk about the black women because of colorism. That's what I did.
No, that's not. I'm not saying that's what you did.
We know what you didn't. You didn't want to use logic or even ask yourself. You wanted to insult me by saying, let the hurt go. No one tells a fucking stranger, let the hurt go, that they're not trying to insult them. And you told me, you asked me earlier, did I say this about whites? I said, yep. I didn't try to lie to you. And that's the one thing that black women do. Try to lie when you catch them. You could have just easily said, yes, it's an insult to say to someone, let the hurt go. Because I don't know what you're doing. I'm just throwing this out.
Tony, I'm going to be honest with you. When I wrote let the hurt go, I don't care if it's an insult or not. Yes, that's just like when you post everything you post.
Exactly.
Do you think you care about if you're insulting us or not?
Hold on. You have to fucking follow me to be insulted. If I piss in my house and you don't like the smell, the only way you know it stink is because you in my house. If I go piss in your house, you got the right to say get the fuck out. So
and
you
and
literally
guess what? And if I don't want, and if I don't want to,
just literally explained why
if you piss in your house and I don't want to leave your house, and I may say, let me stick around to see what can come of this, and I continue to stay in your house, I got the fucking right. Just like I got the fucking right to be on your Twitter and read what you read and read what you write, watch the videos you write. Some stuff I'm agree on, some stuff I'm gonna disagree on. Because I'm not gonna run away because Tommy, a black man, is always on here talking about black women. But if I want to challenge you and write whatever the fuck,
I would just like to say these hoes like to argue, and she probably gonna be blocked from his Twitter, so she won't be able to see him and follow him. I think Twitter, like Facebook, like when you block somebody, I don't think you can. I don't think they. Yeah, because the celebrities do it all the time. They block niggas, so yeah, she probably got blocked after this stream. But yeah, she followed him just to be able to argue and disagree with what he posts because she likes to argue. She's just what she said pretty much. It's my right to argue with you, nigga, even though I know I disagree with everything you post. But it's my right as an American to follow you around and type under every post you get and be annoying. It's my right. What you gonna do, sucker? That's pretty much what she just said. This is what we got to deal with.
if I want to write, I got the right. Because guess what? Twitter ain't your fucking house. It's Elon's. It's Elon's house. And just like they get on here and bash you and call you nigga and call you ugly and what.
StreamYards is not my house. Y'all see, she just proved my point. I'm going to bring her back, but I hope she'll understand what just happened. StreamYard is not my house. I don't own it. But StreamYard allows me to take somebody off who's being an asshole to me if I wanted to. It allows me to mute you because I don't want to hear you. Just like if I came to your page and called you all kind of fat bitches, you could block me. Do y'all understand this person doesn't get it? So that was why I made that post to you, ma'am, that if you're going to stay on my page and keep thinking you can say whatever the fuck you want, Elon also gave people a block button. Thank you.
He did. And guess what?
So that was the point. So right there, you could have said, instead of thinking I'm insulting him by saying, you know, Elon, that's Elon's house. But
So
he
wait a
also,
minute,
gave me the ability to block you, which is what I said.
He did. He did give you the ability to block
So,
you.
so your
But guess what?
Your free speech is on your page.
But guess
I
what?
respect other people's stuff. I respect other people's stuff. That's why I said you piss in your house. I would leave your house. I'm not going to complain about you pissing in your house because you just might like piss. And I don't like piss, so I leave. And it is a shame that saying this to a black woman doesn't compute. Black women, the only motherfuckers who believe I'll stay where I don't.
Computes just fine. If I wrote on your page, and said, let that hurt go, and you just told me everything you just told me, and I got the decision to say, well, I'm gonna respect him because he don't want me to say, let that hurt go on his page.
You said I'm gonna say whatever I want. You just said it.
I'm talking about.
I don't care if it insulted you.
I said when I wrote it on your page, I didn't care if it insulted you or not.
Yes.
Hold on, let me ask you something. But when I wrote it on your page, did I also know it was going to insult you?
Ma'am, you said it as an insult. You don't tell somebody you don't know.
I said it as a pure heart belief.
You don't tell an individual that you don't know, black women, like you told me. I know if you even put that picture up there, I know what you meant. That's what you.
Tommy,
did you not say I put that picture up there with no words? You know what I meant. Did you not say that?
You get the right to sit up here. Hold on, because you hold on now. You being biased because you can get up here. You can get up here and say, well, white people smell funny. Do you know every white person? So do you have the right to sit up here and say every white person smell funny? But I get on your page.
No, the whole see, you hear how she not get it? She said, but I get on your page, ma'am. I'm on my page saying it. I'm pissing in my house.
Answer my question though. If I come on your page and say, let that hurt go, Tommy,
I can then block you.
You got the right. But hold on, I'm asking you something. If I get on your page and say, let that hurt go, Tommy, and I'm being honest, I don't care if it hurts you or not. But I also don't know that you would get. But I also don't know.
Insult me. You're trying to insult me. Which, if I now take it as an insult, they gave me the right to block you.
They did. I don't
There should be no argument on either side. There should be no argument on either side.
We're not answering my question.
Just like if I call a woman on the first date a bitch and she decide to leave, I can say to her, I got freedom of speech, and she'd be like, you're right. I'm going home. You call me.
How Gen X are getting their teenage body. And people were shocked.
Bitch, again, I'm leaving because I ain't did shit for you to call me no bitch. And I respect that. I wouldn't try to tell this woman, you
got every right. After I wrote, let that hurt go tummy.
Yes.
You got every right to block me. You got every,
which is all I said, isn't it?
I don't disagree with you on that. I'm just trying to finish my statement. You have every right to block me. I don't have any right to say to Tommy, no, Tommy, you're supposed to listen to me because you're on Twitter and this is what Twitter is for. That's not.
You don't remember you saying this earlier? It's not my house. It's Elon's house, and you have freedom of speech.
Because you were trying to tell. Listen, I want to tell you. I want to tell you the part that I said that on. You sit up here. You want to sit up here and tell me you don't come and tell a black man what he. You don't sit up here and come tell a man what he. Yes, I can.
No, I didn't. No, ma'am. You can even tell you were lying. That's why you couldn't finish the sentence.
You just said you don't come and tell. You don't come and tell a stranger. Hold on. You just said you don't come and tell a stranger on what hurt him. Yes, I do. I can. After I say that, he has the right to block me.
No, ma'am. The only thing I said to you that had anything to do with a stranger was I said, when you make that comment, because you tried to say you like to have challenging conversations with people. Well, a challenging conversation.
My throat can scratch. I don't want to yell no more. My throat can scratch. I don't want to yell no more. Go ahead, I am listening.
A challenging conversation would then be simple. You would ask. You wouldn't make any assumptions because there's no reason to. Because you want to have a real conversation with a person. If you're not trying to insult them, you would just ask. They would give you the answer. Now, once they give you the answer, you can decide if you believe it or not. But you would at least give them a chance to speak for themselves because you don't know them.
I don't disagree with that. Hey,
that's just like I said, don't stink. I wouldn't sit up there and say, yeah, you do.
Okay.
You told me instead of asking me.
I did, because let me tell you something. I said I want to have a challenging. You asked me, why do you follow someone who's offending you? Why do you follow someone who's saying this and this offends you? And I said, I'm not gonna go run away from a page because they constantly talking about black women because it's
back. You're gonna say, since I think they're insulting me and they don't know you, they don't even know you exist. But since I think they're insulting me, I'm gonna insult them back.
Oh, I'm gonna put your ass in time out.
So if I see Tommy,
that's what people are getting back at what they perceive are slights against them. Just like that person who perceived it was a slight against black women that I said, so they then turned around and went off on white women who had nothing to do with my statement.
Okay, but
there's something wrong with a group of people that have logically felt like their get back can be whatever they want it to be when people aren't talking to them. They're not talking to them.
Wait, they're not talking to who?
The white women who are with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx didn't say a fucking word, nor did they. Why in the fuck would they go to Jamie Foxx's page to tell him how he shouldn't be with these white women? Why would they do that?
I got no knowledge of it, Tommy. I got no knowledge of it. I don't know what you're talking about right there. I don't remember Jamie Foxx being with white women.
That Jamie Foxx been with, you ain't ever seen. You've seen my posts, but you've never seen those posts. Seriously?
Name another celebrity. I got celebrities who I've seen with other races of women.
It happens that Jamie Foxx had to address it in his comedy special.
I have never seen the response that Jamie Foxx made regarding his white women, and I've never seen that.
So
Name another celebrity.
Anybody say anything about any of the white women he's been with? You didn't hear them say it when Jamie Foxx was in the hospital dying. You didn't hear them bring that up then either, did you?
Tommy, my right hand of God. Name another celebrity. I got no recollection of what you're talking about with Jamie Foxx.
You ever seen any celebrity who's just with a white woman? He's just with the white woman, and black women got mad.
Yes, I have seen that.
Why would they do it when that man did nothing to them, nor did that woman do anything to them?
I think there's a group of black women who may get mad out of like jealousy, pure jealousy. They're jealous because a high status black man doesn't have a black woman on his arm.
Why would they be jealous when he can't have all of them on his arm? He can only pick one.
He can only pick one.
So took times out of their days to insult them both.
Okay, you also have the black men who have turned around and bashed the black women and say, well, but they were dating the black women before they got to maybe a certain point in their lives. You got different women for everything. I'm not one of those ones who gonna bash a man because he's with another race.
But
But what?
you just skip what what this whole thing is about. That's
Okay.
what when I say, when you ask me what it is, why I say what I say.
As long as you directing this back to you, because I'm only talking about you.
I said, when you ask me, you say what it is that I say what I say. Because I get to watch a group of women who have the shittiest attitude in general. Because you even saying that you're not like them came at me like them with this, let the hurt go. Who hurt you? It is a stupid ass general canned response that you get from most black women to when you say something that's true, because they never say it to when you lied. So who hurt me would be the dumbest thing to say, because black people are going around doing a lot of things because somebody hurt them and nobody tries to insult them. When you talk about the cop beating a black person and black people march against it, white people should sit up there and say, who hurt you? And insult you. Not deal with the fact that this actually happened. And that if it did happen, you hurt me. So maybe you should deal with who's hurting the person. Y'all tell them a line. If a person can keep yelling, who hurt you? That means they're accepting that black women are hurting black men. And they think it's funny. They use it as a joke. Because they don't say, if all these black men are hurt by us, we telling them let the hurt go. Instead of let's stop hurting them. Oops. This tells you, fellas, black women don't care about nobody but themselves. They will admit they hurting niggas, but they tell you to let it go. Imagine niggas who rape told women, get over it.
I'm trying to follow you. I'm trying to figure out what is rape.
You trying? You don't know what I just said. Again, ma'am, if you believe I was hurt, why would you ask me to let the hurt go instead of saying, well, we need to deal with the fact that people are hurting them?
We've already went over why I felt like you was hurt.
No, ma'am. The people doing the hurt, why is it that they're not being dealt with?
So you're saying the black women,
the people who beating the guy,
saying the black women are doing the hurt, but the black
women to let it go. But you still don't get it. And then I gave you several examples of a man beating his wife. What I said at all. I'll ask it a fucking again.
Well, first, I want to make sure you're finished because I don't want to cut you off.
Question, and you said what you said, but you didn't answer.
Hold on, y'all. They is cooking. Hold on. I'm finna go to the audio on this shit. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I'm finna just go to audio. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm gonna leave the screen. Do I really need the screen? It's been on for an hour. Fuck. I forgot it's on Rumble. Y'all give me a second. I gotta pull it up. Oh, they was cooking. It was an hour and 6 minutes. I missed the part where he was talking about the husband beating the wife and all of that. I missed that shit. What the hell? Well, you know what? Let's see. Y'all say y'all can still hear me. I dropped it down. Let me pull it back up and see if it works. If not, I got the audio crank where I got the email pulled up. I need to go back like 5 minutes though, or at least a good. Where is the time thing? Let me go back there.
Okay. You also have the black men who have turned around and bashed the black woman and say, well, this woman is better. This group of women don't date black women. This group of women is better. But they were dating the black women before they got to maybe a certain point in their lives. You got different women for everything. I'm not one of those ones who gonna bash a man because he's with another race.
But you just skip what I what this whole thing is about. That's okay. When when you ask me what it is, why I say what I say.
As long as you directing this back to you, because I'm only talking about you.
I said, when you ask me, you say what it is that I say what I say. Because I get to watch a group of women who have the shittiest attitude in general. Because you even saying that you're not like them came at me like them with this let the hurt go. Who hurt you? It is a stupid ass general canned response that you get from most black women to when you say something that's true, because they never say it to when you lied. So who hurt me would be the dumbest thing to say, because black people are going around doing a lot of things because somebody hurt them and nobody tries to insult them. When you talk about the cop beating a black person and black people march, not deal with the fact that this actually happened, and that if it did happen, you hurt me. So maybe you should deal with who's hurting the person. Y'all tell them line. If a person can keep yelling, who hurt you? That means they're accepting that black women are hurting black men. And they think it's funny. They use it as a joke. Because they don't say, if all these black men
America is back. Thanks to President Trump and leader John Thune's working family tax cuts.
Instead of let's stop hurting them. Oops. This tells you, fellas, black women don't care about nobody but themselves. They will admit they hurting niggas, but they tell you to let it go. Imagine niggas who rape told women, get over it.
I'm trying to follow you. I'm trying to figure out what is rape.
You trying? You don't know what I just said. Again, ma'am, if you believe I was hurt, why would you ask me to let the hurt go instead of saying, well, we need to deal with the fact that people are hurting them?
We've already went over why I felt like you was hurt.
No, ma'am. The people doing the hurt, why is it that they're not being dealt with?
So you're saying the black women,
the people who beating the child.
So you're saying the black women are doing the hurt, but the black women are being dealt with.
Listen, you just said it. You told me who you believe is hurt by black women to let it go. But you still don't get it. And then I gave you several examples of a man beating his wife, and the community tell her, let it go. Not stop this nigga from whooping ass.
So I feel like you just confirmed my point.
How?
Because
person, y'all see how difficult it is to talk to black women?
No.
She said,
why are you bringing up? You bring up a black woman.
You're not hearing me. I said something to you and you didn't deal it with what I said at all. I'll ask it a fucking again.
Well, first I want to make sure you're finished because I don't want to cut you off.
That's the question. I asked it and you said I confirmed what you said, but you didn't answer what I asked.
Okay.
I'll try again. I said, if I'm hurt dealing with the black women who's doing the hurting.
Because I got an answer for that. Because you said you were hurt in childhood. You a grown man. You done got plenty pussy by now. Why would I think a grown, however old man you are, would still be lingering and holding on to childhood hurt? That's why I would say let it go.
So then that means you told a lie, because you claimed that I was hurt because of how black women talk about me now and talk about my child.
That's not what I said. I named two reasons.
Hold on. I'm not gonna let you do that. Audience, y'all heard it. I'm gonna ask y'all which one of us is lying. Did she say, she and I talked, and I said, black folks talked about me and my daughter? Did she say this? Yes or no?
You letting go of the other one. I named two. I said, when I spoke to you on Spaces, I said, when you were a child, you said family members called you ugly. That's childhood. Then I also said,
you don't. You then went to adulthood.
And then I went to your daughter.
Yes, and I was a what when they said it to my daughter?
An adult, but you can't knock out the other one. You can't act like I didn't miss.
Ma'am, if you tell me that you got robbed when you were 5, and then you tell me you got robbed when you were 30, why would I say you've only been robbed when you were a child? Why would I say that?
Tony, if I say you got robbed when you were 5 and you got robbed when you were 30, I don't expect you to act like you didn't get robbed when you were 5. Don't erase it.
You got robbed when I was 30.
I named 2 reasons of why I felt like that. I named 2 reasons.
If I'm still, if I got robbed yesterday, ain't nobody gonna tell me that me saying fuck niggas was about when I got robbed when I was a kid. They can say
it's multiple reasons.
Again,
they can say it's multiple reasons. They can say, hey, Tom has been robbed 3 times by niggas.
They would put them in conjunction, but they wouldn't ignore the latest.
They wouldn't ignore the latest, but they wouldn't erase for 3 times.
You felt like I should be over what happened to me as a child. Just like you should be over getting robbed at 5. But you, okay, I'm over that one. They robbed me at 30.
What I'm saying is that all of it compounds and all of it creates something today.
Ma'am, if it happened when I'm an adult, you wouldn't insult me by telling me I should get over what happened as a child.
If you are 45, if you are 50,
she's not getting it.
If you are, no, I'm getting it. I'm trying to answer your fucking question.
How do you talk to a grown person? I just gave the most basic explanation.
And by yelling over my point.
Happened to me as an adult.
By yelling over my point.
As a child.
You're yelling over my point. You're yelling over my point.
Ma'am, it happened as a child and an adult. So you would never tell me to get over it what happened as a child. It happened at both stages. You wouldn't say that.
I'm the one telling you. I brought up childhood and I brought up adulthood.
And Jesus Christ. And I said, ma'am, you would not put down and say, you should have gotten over what happened to you as a child. If it happened as an adult, you wouldn't say that. Y'all just can't be that damn hard. You literally wouldn't tell somebody if it happened to them as an adult and a child, you would say, you an old man by now, you done had some pussy. I figured you'd be over what happened to you as a child.
If you were 45 years old and you had your daughter at 20, I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing. And you know what else I would say? I would say the same thing you said.
The fact, and everything you're saying proves why. You just keep on making a fucking excuse. You went from get over it as a child to get over it as you're 20 and you 45, which none of these are true.
I don't know how. I'm not saying you're at 20. I don't know how old you are.
My daughter at 30. Now give me an excuse for that.
I don't know how old you are now.
I just said I had my daughter at 30. Give an excuse of why I should be over it then. Because remember, who would be talking shit about my kid? When did they see my kid?
Grown women. Grown women will be talking about
my daughter. I put up a photo of my child 3 days ago. So now you don't have to pretend you don't know. 3 days ago, they made a whole post on Lipstick Alley talking about how ugly my daughter was while she was sitting there in front of her first car.
You don't know if that's black women or not. Where you post that at?
I'm done. See?
Where you post that at?
Ma'am, that's fine. Lipstick Alley is a bunch of white folks in Lipstick Alley. I'm not trying to hear you making excuses for shit.
Oh, you know what Lipstick Alley is.
Ma'am, then you shut the fuck up and listen to me tell you. Not the first words out your mouth would be, you don't know. I told y'all, they have no empathy. This woman is talking to me and laughs and says, you don't know who did that. Instead of, oh, damn, they still doing it? You didn't say that. You told me I don't know who the fuck doing it.
Because you automatically blame black women.
It's on a black women's site, and the black women have black pictures by their fucking name. Other than that, I don't know. This is fucking insane. She knows Lipstick Alley is nothing but a black website. But if she didn't know,
I've never heard of Lipstick Alley in my life.
If she didn't know, she just asked. If she didn't know, she just asked.
I've never heard of Lipstick Alley in my life.
If you didn't know, you would have asked. If you cared any. Instead of trying to insult, but that's all you've done, and you'll pretend you're not doing it. And this is exactly why I can't stand black bitches, because y'all mouth. Y'all mouth.
I got on your Twitter,
I don't know what Lipstick Alley is. I'm
not denying that was an insult.
You've been doing it since the beginning. It was because you knew. That's what you said.
Yeah,
I told you that was why I do it. Then you said, well, we was talking on the space, and in the space we were talking about colorism, and
I'm
you
just
said,
telling you why I said let the hurt go. When I typed it,
what you would have done is dealt with what I said.
Guess when I found out. Guess when I found out it was an insult.
You knew it when you said it.
I mean, I know what I was trying to do. I know what I was trying to do. I don't know how it's gonna affect you, Tommy. I don't know how it's gonna affect you.
You don't tell no motherfucking stranger that you don't know to let the hurt go and think it ain't an insult.
I know what I was trying to do.
Yeah, insult.
It may not affect you at all. You didn't even I didn't even know if you was gonna write back. How am I supposed to know if it's gonna affect you?
Me, ma'am, I didn't know my post would affect you then.
Me personally. Me personally. Tommy, you mean to tell me you get on Twitter.
Educated group in America, and they're that stupid. She said, you didn't know. I had no idea if what I would say to you would actually.
Me personally, did you know Hail Mary? Did you know Hail Mary was gonna write? No. Did you know?
I didn't know.
Fucking lie. You know goddamn well you was gonna get on here and offend black women. You fucking know it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
How do I know? And you know damn well telling somebody that they need to let the hurt go is offensive.
Well, see how I feel. I'm telling you, I didn't know how it was gonna.
Asshole, only one of us is telling the truth. The other one,
Tommy, I'm not fucking lie to you. Okay, let me tell you something. When I wrote,
you changed it then.
If you stop yelling, I guess your vocal cords better because my throat getting scratched. If you stop yelling, this is what I'm saying.
This is my job. I'm good at it. I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, I see.
That's why you follow me and I don't follow you.
I got you.
That's why you know me and I don't know you because I'm good at what I'm doing.
Tommy, I don't want to be known. I don't want
I'm
to be.
no, I'm pretty sure you're good at your job. That's why I wouldn't go to your job, wondering how you can do your job better than me.
I ain't worried. I'm not wondering about the job, but listen what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you go type something on Twitter. I say, Tommy, let that hurt go. I just threw a ball, right? I just threw a ball.
Yep,
I don't know if that motherfucker gonna hit backboard, hit all net, hit nothing.
Just like I did. Just like I did.
Okay. I don't know how the fuck it's gonna hit. I don't know if you're gonna see that. I don't know if you're gonna see that and laugh and keep scrolling and go to the next comment.
Just like I did.
Okay, so I don't know how that's gonna affect
you won't stop and say that.
How Gen X are getting their teenage bodies back. So this is my mom and this is my grandma.
That's all you've done, so I don't really even see the argument now. Now that I realize it's okay for me to throw a ball, then it's okay for him to do it.
But here go the difference though, Tommy. Here go the difference. This is your job. You have constantly hold up. This is your job because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm about to tell you know something. You talk to thousands. You know something and been in this business long enough to know this is gonna piss black people off because you've been doing it long enough.
Black people off?
Black women. Black people, black men.
And often black men know black women are easy to fuck.
Well, why are there black men in your comments?
I just said it. They know black women are easy to fuck, just like Umar. Umar tells y'all queens, and yet he can tell you.
Or do some black men have black daughters, black mothers, and black sisters? They don't want you talking shit.
Ma'am, if a black man has a black daughter and a black mother and he's in their lives and doing great and doing well for them, he wouldn't give a shit what a stranger online said, especially if the stranger online is saying it to get a check. He literally wouldn't. That's the point. There's not a man on earth that would sit here and argue with a fucking stranger on Twitter because that stranger made them feel bad about their mother and their daughter. That is insane what you're saying.
I'm just saying it's insane for you to say every black man that disagrees with you is trying to fuck. Look.
Ma'am,
if I'm in Pennsylvania,
disagree with me. Here's what he do. If I believe that my girl is fine or that these black women are fine in where I live at, and somebody says those black women where you live at are ugly, I'd never fuck them. Do you think I'd argue with them or be glad that they're not fucking the girls that I think are the best in the world? Why would I argue for them to want to be with the girls that I like? Why would I argue with this person? Why would I be mad that they don't like the girls I like, that they think the girls I like are ugly? Why would I go try to change their mind?
You would think more for me.
Thank you. That's why I know who's doing it. They're doing it because it became a way for them to make money by arguing with me. That's why almost every one of the dudes who did it, none of them are married to any black woman, and they ended up doing worse to black women than what I say. Just like young Pharaoh said he would beat me up because of the way I talk about black women. What happened when he got money? Dr. Umar Johnson says every man that don't want to be with a black woman, why would he be dick policing other men? Why would he tell you what other men do? But then he won't marry a black woman and he making videos about how they pussy stink.
He made a video about how they pussy stink. And then the first question is, he didn't marry any other one. He didn't marry any race.
And he won't even take care of his own 2 daughters. But you like him because he said
first of all, don't put words in
you. I'm saying the people who like him. I said, but you, meaning the people who like him, still like him because he says black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Well, that's something that was something I was going to ask you earlier, Tommy. I'm talking about me and you. I'm talking about me. I can't, listen, I don't agree with everything Umar say or Rashid, Nasheed, whatever his name is. I don't agree with him. I'm not an FBA. I'm not a fan of Dr. Umar. I'm talking about you.
Yeah,
I may be more of a fan of you than I am of the rest of
what you would do if you are a fan, and this is just me coming from an academic, I would talk to you in a respectful manner and try to pick your brain. I wouldn't insult you first. Even when I have a problem with black women and I say shit online, do you know when I bring them on, I don't insult them first. I don't know why they do what they do, and I'm really serious about finding out. So I would ask, even though in my mind, I have my own thoughts of why they're doing it. I would bring a woman on the show who wears a weave. I wouldn't tell that woman, you trying to be white. I'd let her tell me why she wears it first, because that's how you have a respectful dialogue with someone you're actually trying to get to know.
Well,
if you claim you're a fan of mine, it would be like if I was saying I want to fuck you. Well, I wouldn't start off by insulting you. It would be an odd way of trying to get in your pants. And sadly, in the black community, it works. Because we believe in insulting each other so much that we've lost the art of conversation. That's why you've done what black people have taught you to do, which is say the same damn thing, because y'all ain't even original. Who hurt you? Let go of the hurt is the most unoriginal fucking thing. And you can watch over on the side, and I'll ask the men and the women. Guys, how often have y'all seen, heard, or read a black woman saying to a black person, let the hurt go, or who hurt you. And it is an insult coming from a group of people who've been hurt by the world. Y'all ain't even been slaves, and you claim post-traumatic slave syndrome. You weren't even slaves. So somebody should be able to tell you who hurt you, or let the hurt go. It's in so I know y'all doing it. Y'all got so used to letting foul shit come out that you think it's normal, and then you get shocked when people respond to it. You go call you.
Picture of that. If you post a picture of an out of shape fat black woman, and you say, you may put a caption, why are you acting like I or any other black woman is doing something any different than what most people would do? If you post on your thing and say,
you just proved that most people wouldn't. I've posted plenty of photos of white women with bad shapes. No white women come in here and fuck with me about it. They don't. I post pictures of white women and said, damn, she ain't got no ass. There's no white woman that comes here arguing, telling me I hate myself because I don't accept her flat ass. Telling me that my great grandmama's plantation owner was white, so I should have more respect.
Okay, well, let me ask you something. Nobody has come in your, you say nobody has come in your space. Let's say you go out in public and you set up a stage and you put up.
I went out in public and said that when I was dating my white girlfriend.
No. I'm giving a hypothetical.
You didn't have to use a hypothetical. I can give you a real one. I said that white people smell funny when I was with my girlfriend. Audience, tell me if I'm lying. I also said when I was with the white girl, I said it'd probably be better for me to be with a black girl with the mission that I'm doing because I would rather see more black families. I said this while being with this person in public.
Who did you expect to respond? Her or the crowd?
She didn't respond, nor did any of the white women who watch me. Remember, I'm a sellout and a coon. So most of the people who watch me would be whites. And apparently it will be white women because they love hearing me put down black women. So they surely wouldn't like it if I put them down and say they smell like baloney. Because I said that. Because they did to me. She did to me. White people just smell different. But I'm sure black people smell different to them. It's common sense. Our diets are different. But they wouldn't argue with me because white women aren't going around saying, I need these black men to like me.
Yeah, they ain't. But let me make a point about that too. They may not be going around saying, I need these black men to like me. Because you know why? Most white women are with their white counterparts. But we got black women unmarried at a higher rate, getting condemned by every other race, and then we get condemned by our black men. And so I'm sorry, we're gonna take a little bit more offense.
Okay, cool. And why are you unmarried? Let's talk. Let's break that down. Let's have a normal, let's pick real brains right now. Why are black women unmarried?
I'm gonna tell you why I believe black women are unmarried, and you can give your point. I believe black women are. I'm not married.
Why aren't you married?
Now my reason is different from most of what's going on. Okay, I'm not married because I will say that when I had the opportunity to be married at 24, 25 years old, I was selfish, and I basically told him, no, I'm going to school.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. Go ahead. I was trying to get the words off the screen.
I was saying when I had the opportunity, I was in a selfish stage, and I said, well, I don't want to be tied down right now. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to go do this because that's what my daddy told me, to never put a man or a man before yourself or a man before school. He told me, go get your education. So when I had the opportunity, I had just graduated and was getting into my career, and I told him no. So I was in a selfish stage.
Don't put a man before school or yourself. You said I had just graduated. So you weren't putting him before school. How are you putting him before yourself if y'all are working together?
I was going to put him before myself and school because I had another career. See, I graduated just community college. So I was still going.
How would a marriage hinder you from getting any of those things?
A marriage will hinder me from getting other things because your husband is supposed to be your priority. And then when you get married, you have kids. And then your kids are your priority.
What you're saying makes no sense.
We get on top of it. We get on top of it. You talking about me?
Because that's the point. Black women speak like how you do. The majority of black women, you ask those men who are listening right now. It's one of the most frustrating things to see you can't even have a basic conversation with black women, or that they don't hear what's coming out of their mouth.
I told you I was in a selfish state.
The majority of black women are selfish.
And I disagree with that.
Of course you would.
Hold on, but you asked me why.
You give a damn. Hold on a second. That's the difference between you, Asian, and white women. Do you know who? If I was a white man and I told a white woman the same thing I just told you, you know what they would ask?
America is back, thanks to President Trump and leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on late Medicaid.
Because they know they're not dating themselves. So the only people they can listen to about relationships with them would be their counterpart. You won't even listen. I told you can't even have a basic conversation. Because that's the point. Black women speak like how you do. The majority of black women, you ask those men who are listening right now. It's one of the most frustrating things to see you can't even have a basic conversation with black women, or that they don't hear what's coming out of their mouth.
I told you I was in a selfish state.
The majority of black women are selfish.
I disagree with that.
Of course you would.
Hold on, but I'm gonna. But you asked me why.
You give a damn. Hold on a second. That's the difference between you, Asian, and white women. Do you know who? If I was a white man and I told a white woman the same thing I just told you, you know what they would ask? Why do you say that? Do you know why they'd ask that? Because they know they're not dating themselves. So the only people they can listen to about relationships with them would be their counterpart. You won't even listen. I told you.
Listen to you. I'm making finish.
No, we ain't. I said black women are selfish. You said no, we ain't. You completely shut down my thought.
I said I was in a selfish state. Okay, but you asked me. You
didn't listen. You didn't listen. You would have said right then after I said that, you're right. I did completely shut you down. I said you're wrong. I didn't ask why did you think that. I didn't ask how'd you come to that conclusion.
Okay.
I completely told you wrong. Now imagine you being a woman trying to be in a relationship with black men and black grievance you have with them. You give a grievance, he says, that's a lie. You being a woman trying to be in a relationship. You give a grievance and you're saying, hey, it would be easier for us to date black men and black men didn't do this. That you're lying. Trying to be in a relationship. You give a grievance. Well, then what would you do after someone tells you you're lying when you try to give them a grievance? Your grievance. You move on. You can't force being a woman to shut you down. I said you're wrong. I didn't ask why did you think that. I didn't ask how'd you come to that conclusion.
Okay.
I completely told you wrong. Now imagine you being a woman trying to be in a relationship with black men, and black men don't believe any fucking grievance you have with them. You give a grievance, he says, that's a lie. You give a grievance and you're saying, hey, it would be easier for us to date black men if black men didn't do this. That you're lying. Well, then what would you do after someone tells you you're lying when you try to give them their grievance? Your grievance. You move on. You can't force them to hear you. You can't force them to care. Black women don't, and that is the number one sign of you didn't understand it. You just proved that black women were selfish. Because if you weren't, you would have asked me, why do you think that? Because you would have wanted to know who hurt me. You would have wanted to know how I got to the point where I believe black women are going to do this. Because you want to change.
But can I answer your first question? Your first question was why I believe that black women are the most unmarried.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that black women, because I took a little sidebar and I answered why I wasn't married now, and then you kind of just, went in on me.
Now you don't have the answer. That's why you trying to.
I got it. I'm about to.
You just give it. We've already. And you said,
you took me out to the side now. I'm answering why I wasn't married.
We know we did it. You said, can I go back and answer it? You would have.
I want to go back and answer. I want to speak for the majority. I want to speak for the majority. I believe that most black women are married because the black men who are expected to marry them are not in a position. They don't have the mindset, they don't have the finances, and they just don't have the ability to get down and propose to a woman and tend to and be a husband. That's why I believe black women are married. Because, and the reason I say that is because also,
so black men broke. So black men broke.
Tell me, I named 3 reasons.
I'm just saying, one of them was they were broke.
One of them was they're not financially in a position like all the other races of men are in a position. And they will give you, they tell you that too.
The thing you said about them revolved around their finances. You didn't say his mindset.
A mindset that I am ready to take on the responsibility of a family and a marriage. I said mindset.
Wait a minute. So a black man never gets to that mindset is what you're saying.
I'm saying they get there at a very, very much later time than most. Because white boys.
Age. Give me a general age that black men get there.
About 40.
So black men get ready to get married when they're about 40. When do black women get ready to get married?
I say about 25, 26.
How old are you?
34.
You still ain't married.
No.
Now this is after you gotten all that education that you supposed to go get. And
Well,
all that.
you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me when I was ready to get married.
Hold on. When were you?
When was I ready to get married? I was ready to get married by 29, 30.
What happened?
Well, then by that point, I couldn't find somebody that I felt like I was compatible with. We get our point, Tommy. Because let me ask you something now. Let me ask you something. Do you disagree that the man that holds the ring and is supposed to ask, do you think that black men are asking at a rate that they're and ready to take on a family? That do you think they're ready for that? Because most of our black men are.
I'll answer it.
Okay.
You said that black men are ready to get married about 40 and black women get ready to get married about 25.
Mm-hmm.
So who should be getting married by that number? The two numbers you just gave. Who should be getting married to who? If these numbers are true.
Oh, talking about the are you saying the 40-year-old should be getting married to the 25-year-old?
Yes, ma'am. Just like every other race.
Every other, no. White people are getting married at 19, 20. Like soon as they graduate high school, the white man is ready to propose.
You're not hearing me. Every other race, an older man typically will marry a younger woman. Which is why you see Michael Jordan having no problem with marrying a younger woman. Which is why you see Leonardo DiCaprio. Which is why you see almost every one of those men with money marry a woman younger than them. Typically significantly younger than them.
2 millionaires.
Right
give me 2 millionaires.
Oh, listen what you said. You said millionaires, didn't you?
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the things you said which would be good prerequisites for men to be ready to get married? Isn't that one of them?
No. What I'm saying is you named 2 millionaires.
No. Well, I can name you more than those. I just said you can name almost any black celebrity. When you saw Jamie Foxx on you, so you should. I'm telling you. So take my word for it. Do you not? That you leave? I'm gonna sit here and lie.
For the sake of the conversation, I'll take your word for it.
There you go. Right now, Tom Cruise is in a relationship with a girl who stars on Ballerina. Men with money are going to be with women younger than them. You just saw Shannon Sharp get in trouble for being with a 19-year-old.
A 19-year-old white woman. Let me ask you something.
Oh God.
She ain't black. You asked me why black people aren't getting married. Why black women aren't getting married? She's white.
Hold on. Because I just pointed out to you that the older black men should be getting married to the younger black women. Yes, if they're the one, if those are the
based
two
off the numbers I gave. Based off the number I gave.
Oh,
yes.
So here's the thing. Then that means we as a community would teach this, but you ain't heard nobody teaching that. Because as a community, you have to teach people like how the Jews teach their people. In order
in the black community, you got man, you got woman. Who's supposed to be the leaders?
I'm just okay. Again, just like in this conversation, just like in what I post, I'm supposed to be the leader. So if I'm the leader as a man, a woman who thinks I'm supposed to be the leader, supposed to talk to me like I'm a leader and ask me to explain things to her, not try to insult me and say, I don't know if it'll insult you or not. So that's the bigger thing. Black men realize that because black women do not have respect for black men, and we know it. We see it. Y'all call us bro. Y'all call us nigga.
Let me ask you something. Y'all call us nigga. Let me ask you something. So you would say, just like you just brought up the Jews, you said the older, they teach this and the third. When you agree that there's a confusion or something's off in the black community, when you agree with that?
Hold on, isn't that what I posted?
Okay, fine. All right. We agree with that. Now, who's supposed to be the leaders in the black community?
Hold on, you can't supposed to be the leader when the people who are raising the men are women, and the men are now coming from those women. So now
why are the women, men are leaving the home like they've been doing for decades?
You said leaving the home, right? Let's deal with what you just said. Leaving the home.
You got a baby here. You got a baby there.
No, man. See how I do see. Y'all see when I do that?
Come on, all right, go ahead.
Yes, because they know what they said was wrong, so they'll start saying.
I don't believe nothing I said wrong. Go ahead.
Okay, so then again, I said you said leaving the home. Yes or no?
I did.
All right. Leaving the home means you had to have a home. If you somebody's baby mama, you didn't have a home. If black men were leaving these women that they married, you'd be right. If these women who the United States government gives them the right to say, my body, my choice, and they can kick a nigga out whenever they want to, like how Keke Palmer and the rest of the black women got together and said that the nigga that was trying to marry her and treat her right was a bum.
But Tommy, let me ask you something. If they in the home with their baby mama.
He was.
Okay, I agree with that. I ain't just talking about I'm talking about in general. If they are in the home with their baby mama, who has the responsibility?
You just made a lie. They're not in general in the home with this woman. They're not.
Well, who's at fault? If they are bouncing from house to house and they're not creating
my choice.
Tommy, who creates the home?
Hold on, lady. If I get HIV tomorrow, whose fault is it?
If you get HIV tomorrow,
Yeah,
I would say it's gonna be your fault because you should have tested this person, you should have wrapped it up.
Oh, so if a woman has a child out of wedlock, whose fault is it?
It's that woman's fault.
Yes. So
the woman.
Let me explain to you. Just like I can't blame, just like you didn't say blame the person who I got the STD from. You didn't. You did not. You didn't say, well, I wouldn't.
You could have got the STD though.
Oh, no. Ma'am, you did not say, well, we could blame this person because they should have told you they had something.
But yeah, you are overall responsible for your body and what comes
again, you could have said all that shit you're saying for women, but you didn't. So don't say it now.
But no, Tommy, go back to my point. The point that I'm making is stop yelling, because when you yell, you go.
No, it's difficult because every time I make a point, you talk over it. You ain't never said one time.
I've been listening to you this whole damn time.
You didn't hear what I just said. I said when I make a point, you've never stopped and said that is a good point.
Oh, you lying, Tommy? I said you right several times during this conversation. Now we've been like a whole hour and a half.
Now I checked your temperature to see if you'd agree. I said if I get an STD, I get an STD, whose fault is it? You didn't say, well, it's your fault, but they should have told you too. Because
I don't agree with that. Because I don't agree. It's your body. You got control.
You broke it down and said,
unless you get raped, you got control. You should have said, go get tested.
Even now, I just repeated to reset what happened to try and show you what you did. You took it over and started back talking again because you didn't care about what you did.
Well, you got to
I was trying to show you what you did.
Okay, I'm trying to explain myself and make a point.
You have to explain yourself because I'm trying to explain myself of what you did. That is a selfish act. Do you hear what you're saying? If I was your husband and you set me down to try to tell me what I did that bothered you, why would I cut you off?
I ain't cutting you off. I want you to answer the question though. Okay, finish. Go ahead.
Thank you. So what happened was you not only established it was my fault, but you broke it down and said because you could have gotten her checked and you could have won on a condom. And I agreed with you. I didn't argue with you. I said, cool. It's her fault she got this baby. Because she could have gotten on a birth control pill. She could have worn a patch. She could have taken a plan B. She could have made you wear a condom. She did none of those. She then could have given that baby up for adoption. She could have had an abortion. She did none of those. If she bypassed all of those motherfucking stop signs, it is literally just her of why she's pregnant. There is no one else.
Let me ask you something. Because a woman can't get pregnant without a man. A woman can't have sex.
And I can get an STD without somebody giving it to me.
Okay, Tom.
You didn't bring it up, so don't bring it up now.
Hold on.
You see my point? That's all I'm saying. You didn't give me that grace.
I'm giving it to you now. I'm about to tell you and finish my thought.
You can make it argument. No, ma'am.
Guess what?
That's not how I argue. That's not how I argue. You don't get to retroactively give me something so you can make an argument.
It's not retroactive. I'm not bagging down on what I said. I'm not bagging. If you get HIV, you are responsible for who comes to your body. You could have got a test.
Full stop. Now do the same thing with women is all I'm asking you to do. That's fair. Only a fool would keep arguing like you're doing.
We are talking about a home. We are talking about a home. We are talking about a home you made.
Oh my God. A home you made broken to start. He was not your husband. He didn't live with you. He was not your husband.
And she was not his wife.
Yes.
So he could have put a condom on. He could have married her. He could have got down on one knee before he had sex with her. He could have pulled out. He could have been selfish.
Nobody gives all those arguments to the guy that gets the STD. No one does it. They say he should have taken care of himself. But it took two people to get it. It took two people to pass it.
Tell me, who creates homes? Man or woman?
Ma'am, a man doesn't create a home. But let me tell you, hold on. Because I got a home. My girl got a home. We both created our home. What you're saying makes no sense. She has her own home.
We're talking about family. We're talking about a man in a home with a family.
What do you mean? Who creates a home then? Who does it?
Who?
Tell me.
Who is going to say? Who asks?
No, tell me who creates a home. I just asked. You should tell me.
I'm telling you. A man. A man creates a home.
Tell me how he does it.
if everything goes how it's supposed to go, a man finds his woman. It says, the Bible says, a man who finds a good wife.
Okay, so
Who
we gonna
goes?
talk about the Bible. We
No,
should
we
be
are. Listen,
married anyway.
he goes and he go find.
No. We shouldn't be fucking before we got married. Don't bring up the Bible unless you're gonna hold everybody to the Bible.
I'm
Please.
holding everybody.
So then they fuck.
Tommy, listen. Let me tell you something. Throw
They-
it out.
My bad, y'all. I fucked up. I was trying to move the screen and I cut it. My bad, y'all. I fucked up. I don't know where I was at. I think at the last break it was at like 136 or something. They was cooking this shit funny. Hold on. I ain't giving me no numbers here yet. It's still saying 0. It's gonna be ugly. Oh, I gotta go through 2 ads first. I hate Romo.
Bill Clinton may have been the luckiest president in U.S. history. The 42nd president of the United States entered the White House just as the Cold War ended and left it
You didn't
just
say
before the war on terror began. It was a time of unparalleled peace and prosperity when America stood alone as the world's superpower. The Soviet Union had crashed and burned, and China was only just beginning to make its presence felt. Given this opportunity, what would Clinton do with it? William Jefferson Clinton was born on August 19th, 1946 in Hope, Arkansas. There's nothing privileged about his
You
own.
did not.
His father,
You didn't say,
traveling
well, I wouldn't
salesman
just-
and married
What?
5 times.
Oh, no.
Died months
Where
before
the
he was
fuck-
born.
You did not.
Where's Bill Clinton
Say,
coming from?
Well,
Her
we could
second husband,
What the
blame this
hell?
person because they should have told you they had something.
But yeah, you are overall responsible.
Yeah. The approximate area 139. Give me a second. Gilbert Areniston came out here and said, I ain't got nothing to do with the wrong thing. He lied because I remember him telling this story. Okay, where am I? The email. Rumble. I'm like, where the hell is this Bill Clinton shit coming from? And then it started skipping. So there was that.
I spent years trying to lose weight the conventional
I
way.
gotta go through these
Then
commercials.
I found direct mints. I'm down 50.
The apple cider vinegar trick. Kris Jenner used to look 25 years younger. Grab a pen and paper to write down the recipe.
She frustrating as hell. I hit her in the head with a stick. Why ain't move, G?
That woman's fault.
Yes. So we can't blame the man at all because he can't fuck her without. Let me explain to you. Just like I can't blame, just like you didn't say blame the person who I got the STD from. You didn't. You did not. You didn't say, well, I wouldn't.
You could have got the STD though.
Oh, no. Ma'am, you did not say, well, we could blame them because they should have told you they had something.
But yeah, you are overall responsible for your body. And what
Ma'am,
comes with it.
again, you could have said all that shit you're saying for women, but you didn't. So don't say it now.
But no, Tommy, go back to my point. The point that I'm making is stop yelling because when you yell, you go.
No, it's difficult because you every time I make a point, you talk over it. You ain't never said one time.
I've been listening to you this whole damn time.
You didn't hear what I said. I said, when I make a point, you never stopped and said, that is a good point.
Oh, you lying, Tommy? said you right several times during this conversation. Now we
I
got
just-
hell.
Now I checked your temperature to see if you'd agree. I said, if I get an STD, I get an STD, whose fault is it? You didn't say, well, it's your fault, but they should have told you to. You literally,
Because I don't agree with that. Because I don't agree. It's your body. You
just
got control.
You broke it down and said,
Unless you get raped, you got control. You should have said, go get tested.
Even now, I just repeated to reset what happened to try and show you what you did. You took it over and started back talking again because you didn't care about what you did.
Well, you got to
I was trying to show you what you did.
Okay, I'm trying to explain myself and make a point.
You have to explain yourself because I'm trying to explain myself of what you did. That is a selfish act. Do you hear what you're saying? If I was your husband and you set me down to try to tell me what I did that bothered you, what would I cut you off?
I ain't cutting you off. I want you to answer the question. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So what happened was you not only established it was my fault, but you broke it down and said because you could have gotten her checked and you could have worn a condom. And I agreed with you. I didn't argue with you. I said, cool, we're on the same page. I said, so by that logic, if an unwed woman gets pregnant by a man, whose fault is it that she's a single mom? You would have right there agreed. If I said that it's your fault, it's her fault she got this baby. Because she could have gotten on a birth control pill, she could have worn the patch, she could have taken a plan B, she could have made you wear a condom. She did none of those. She then could have given that baby up for adoption. She could have had an abortion. She did none of those. And she bypassed all of those motherfucking stop signs. It is literally just her of why she's pregnant. There is no one else.
Let me ask you something. Because a woman can't get pregnant without a man. A woman can't have sex.
And I just said STD without somebody giving it to me.
Okay.
A woman can't have sex.
Bring it up now.
Hold on.
That's all I'm saying. You didn't give me that grace.
I'm giving it to you now. I'm about to tell you. My thought.
That's not how I argue. That's not how I argue. You don't get to retroactively give me something so you can make it argue.
It's not retroactive. I'm not begging on what I said. I'm not begging. If you get HIV, you are responsible for who.
I need one of them mics he get.
Who comes to your body?
That motherfucker loud.
Full stop. Full stop. Now do the same thing with women is all I'm asking you to do. That's fair. All you need to keep arguing like that.
We are talking about a home. We are talking about a home. We are talking about
a home you made broken to start. He was not your husband. He didn't live. Yeah, he was not your husband.
And she was not his wife.
Yeah.
So he could have put a condom on. He could have married her. He could have got down on one knee before he had sex with her. He could have pulled out. He could have been.
Nobody gives all those arguments to the guy that gets the STD. No one does. They say you should have took care of yourself, but it took two people to get it. It took two people to pass it.
Who creates home? Man or woman?
Man, a man doesn't create a home. But let me tell you, hold on, because I got a home. My girl got a home. We both created our home. What you're saying makes no sense. She has her own home. She has her own home.
We're talking about a man in the home. Family.
What do you mean? Who creates a home? Who does?
Who? Who is going to say? Who?
No, tell me who creates a home. I just asked.
A man and a woman. A man and a woman creates a home.
A man creates a home.
Tell me how it does.
If everything goes how it's supposed to go, a man finds his woman. The Bible says a man who finds a good wife.
Okay, so we don't talk about the Bible. We married anyway.
He goes and he goes.
No. We should be fucking before we got married. Don't bring up the Bible unless you're going to hold everybody to the Bible. Please. So then they
listen. Throw it out and then make you feel better. Throw it out and then make you feel better. Throw it out. Who creates a home? A man. Who asks for the hand in marriage? A man. Who goes and picks out his woman who he wants to bear his children? A man. But you know what black men do?
A man.
A baby mama here. Let me ask you something, because you in the social media and the
hold on. I gotta ask you something. Do you think white men fuck less than black men? Excuse me. Do you think black men fuck less than white men? Do you think white women fuck less than black women? Do you think Asian women fuck less than black women? Are you saying black women are the biggest whores on the planet?
No.
So if they're not the biggest whores on the planet, how are white women not getting pregnant before they get married if they're just whoring just like black women are? How are Asian women not having children out of wedlock at the same rate that black women are? How is this possible if they're both whores?
Because they're men actually say, let me be a man. And
no,
marry this woman.
Their women don't have babies.
If you're in the internet world and you see all this,
because their women understand that having a child out of wedlock, especially by a man that doesn't want it or you, hurts you.
But they still fuck them though.
No, ma'am. It hurts you. That's why when you talk to,
But they still fuck them though.
A lot of women. Every white
yes, they fuck, but they don't get pregnant.
If she let me hit it raw. The black women were letting me hit it raw, still weren't on birth control, didn't barely know me, and had no problem doing it. And I started to wonder, why is it these white girls are taking these birth controls like it's fucking pets?
So is that so
they weren't trying to have a nigga who they was fucking baby. They know having a ad-free baby wouldn't make it difficult for them to get a white man.
So you ask the black women, are you on birth control?
Yes.
And then you still fuck them?
And they will say, yes. She's my daughter.
They said, no, I'm not on birth control. And then you fuck them anyway.
Ma'am, this stupid shit, ma'am, and you don't see me with no other damn children. So your laughter and all that shit means nothing. If I had the children, it would be funny what you're saying.
I mean, she might be ovulated. She probably wasn't ovulated. This is what I'm saying. Hey, black woman, are you on birth control? No, I'm not on birth control. Let me fuck you raw anyway.
Now, hold on. And that woman, here's what she's not saying. You're 100% right. And that woman who can die in birth says, I'm not on birth control. Fuck me anyway. Who's the worst? The one whose house it is or the one who's visiting?
We can talk about she got, let me tell you, she has a greater responsibility.
Sure does.
She has a greater responsibility.
So when you ask the question, that's it. Because y'all motherfuckers won't teach your kids. Because every other race will teach their daughters. Don't give this motherfucker a baby until he give you a ring.
She has a great responsibility, being that she has to bear the child, being that she's going to be the one.
What I just said, you again didn't do it. You right there said, you know what? That's fair. I'll say it again since you want to overtalk it. Because again, like I pointed out, you never say that is fair.
Because you want me to solely blame the black woman.
Because I want to have a wait a minute, because I'm a leader. And as a leader, when I say something good, just like when you say something good, it's nice when you're having a pick the brain session when there's an agreement.
Okay, go ahead.
Black women don't believe in having a fucking agreement.
Let me hear
I'll say it again. If other cultures teach their daughters, don't give him a baby until he gives you a ring, because a man will say anything to fuck. They teach their daughters this. They don't tell them, it's his fault, just like it's yours. They say, no, he could literally walk away. We've seen it. He can leave you with that baby, and you're going to be stuck with it. So it's best that if you're going to be out here fucking Kelly, that if you learn swallow, you learn anal, or I put you on IUD and a B. Their mothers tell them this. They pass it down. Black mothers talk like how you do. They blame the man. He would fuck you raw. You told me you here. No birth control.
I just said, I agree. I said the black woman has a greater, the woman, period, no matter what race, has a greater responsibility. She needs to be going to please her more.
So if you cared about the black community, which I'm supposedly caring about the black community, see how I didn't try to blame it on somebody else that you got HIV? Because I don't want men out here fucking recklessly and giving the excuse to someone else.
Learn anal, Kelly.
That means I care. You don't. That's what I tried to get several times to just tell women.
I don't like the equation.
Your husband, don't let him get you pregnant because you claim you had a man.
I just don't like the equation. You know, in algebra,
you claimed you had a man, didn't you not?
Yeah, I did.
How you didn't get pregnant?
Oh well, I use condoms and I use condoms. It's just simple.
Okay, well, see how easy that was for you to say? You could say, these black men are out here fucking and I like dick, but I'm not dumb enough to ruin my college or my job. You wouldn't get married. You said it out your own mouth. You wouldn't get married to ruin your college or your job, because you said if you do get married, a man's supposed to come first. Well, when the fuck is your child supposed to come if you have that by yourself? See? So if you cared enough not to get married because you didn't want it to ruin your chances, why you don't care enough to not have kids? Because you don't want it to ruin your chances. Woo!
I don't have kids.
Black women, what you did, not this other shit. We can't help ourselves because these niggas horny.
So would you say black women out of control and they ain't got common sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So when you get on the internet and you whatever you watch or whatever you talk to, when you see men complaining about out of control women and who doing this, what group of men, what race do you typically see talking about out of control women? Typically black men. You don't see the white men, you don't see the white man, the Asian man, the Indian man talking about their women out of control. But here is the black woman, let's just say we may be out of control.
You don't see the Asian woman doing this. You said it yourself.
You don't see the Asian woman, you don't see the Indian woman, but you know what? You know why you don't see them?
Why
Because the person who was supposed to start off in control has started off in control and always been in control. Before the black woman ain't in control, the black man ain't never been in control.
It's a lie. Barack Obama's mama got pregnant by a nigga who ran off. Did she sit up there and then say, my child won't be raised correctly?
Generally speaking, Tommy, we can't just point out the one rare or
That's
a
not
couple
fair.
of rare. The minority don't make the rule. The
Oh.
minority don't make the rule.
Hold
We
on.
have had one Obama and how
No. We haven't had we haven't had one. We haven't had one Obama. Which I'm not trying to say he was a president. I'm saying the woman decided she didn't know he was going to be a president, but she understood that I picked the wrong man this time. She still understood she must pick the right man next time, and that's what she did. The black woman sits around and says, "I don't need no man," after picking the wrong man, but then will keep having kids by men, saying, "I don't need a man." Not understanding that you might not need a man, but your child does.
Well,
See?
Tommy, I honestly think that you can't help that as a woman you crave family and you crave emotional love and even sex. You can't help that, but you also can't help it. You also can't.
You can't help it, but man, you managed to take dick and not get pregnant. You said you use condoms. You keep missing that point of that being taught, that mindset, for some odd reason. Oh yeah, they be running them little massage parlors.
That every man in your lineup, every man in the lineup ain't got their shit together like
that he craved pussy by your own dumb logic.
Say it again.
And the man can't help that he craved pussy by your own dumb logic.
Well,
So
the man, but let me tell you what the man can help.
oh my God.
Let me tell you what the man can help. He can help if he got his shit together. So I just asked you, are black women? You answered the question. I asked you if black women are out of control, and I'm asking you, why is it that the black women are out of control?
A woman can help if she sleeps with a man that don't have his shit together.
Are the men the leaders in the community?
Oh my God.
You don't answer.
No other.
You don't want to talk about the black man.
What are you
talking about? Black woman all day.
Ma'am, what are you talking about? That's not a leader. A guy who's just going around that's fucking because he can, he ain't. Which is why you have twice.
But I'm just asking you, why is it majority? Why is it when you get on the internet and men are complaining about their women? Why is it always the black man?
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever been to Yelp? Have you ever been on Yelp? Or maybe Google? Have you ever saw Google?
Yeah.
When you say, would you ask, what is the majority of people who have Hyundai Excels complaining about? Would you say that? Or when you read it, would you say, them Hyundai Excels must not be good cars? What would you think?
I would say, why are the Hyundais failing and not good cars?
And yet you just brought up black men complaining about black women. And the first thing you didn't think was like you think on a Google review or an Amazon review or even a tomato meter. Or wait a minute. All these people are saying this sucks.
Why are the black men failing and not good cars?
No. Y'all see how this is how difficult it is.
Son, number two, baby. Number two.
It's complaining.
You are behind economically. You don't own this much. You've been behind since we got out the ship. You create broken homes, and then you got the audacity to always look and see why a black woman is out of control. You ain't got control of nothing.
Which is why, again, I agree with you. Which is why they should date women of other races. Because women of other races don't talk like you just did.
I say facts. Tell me I'm lying.
Hold on. You just say the fact. You said all that stuff. And I said, I agree with you. Those are my words. I know it hurts black women that people agree with them and acknowledge that they made a point. Apparently it did, because when I said it, you didn't hear it.
Why did you say they need to go date other women?
Wow, you didn't get that again.
Motherfucker, they should go date other women because you just said we ain't in control of shit. And he like, well, the other races won't make you feel that way. They'll deal with you. Because your mindset is going to be black men, they don't control shit, so they can't control me. And don't nobody want to deal with this shit.
And that's more proof of why they should do it.
Okay.
Because I told you right afterwards, but you didn't hear. You're not hearing this. You're not hearing. Black women's ears don't work. They mouth work.
Oh my God.
You said something. I agreed with you and then explained something. You are right now saying, so what lie did I take? But she's saying, what lie did I take? I said, you didn't. You didn't tell any lies. I agree. I said, but this is why black men should date outside their race. Because other women don't talk to them like that.
She said, why?
You can say this man.
Why didn't you date outside the
and you
race?
see how easily, and y'all see how easily they went back to that same old slavery that they claimed they on your team with? She dropped herself off. She quit. She realized that I was making her look stupid. She quit. She realized that after she said it, which is she had, I don't know if that's why she quit, because she had said some things earlier, which made her look stupid too, but she kept going. But you just think about it. They went back to how the white man done enslaved you black men. They act like they weren't with you being enslaved. And that's why I told y'all. They got to kick a lot out of slavery. Oh, she came back. They got to kick a lot about slavery. They like slavery. Black women like slavery.
I don't like slavery. Go ahead.
No, you pointed out, you said the black man don't have, you said he's been enslaved and he ain't got shit to show for it. I agree with you.
I said we've been behind since we stepped off the ship. Go ahead.
I agree with you. You said he's been behind.
Because he's supposed to be the leader. We shouldn't have been on the damn ship.
Not talking.
Right.
I just repeated what you said. You know what I'm saying? Not keep talking.
The comment that was just made is stupid as hell. We shouldn't have been on the ships anyway. Ma'am, you got put on the ships by black people who sold black people to white people. That's how all black people weren't on the ships. There was not a war fought in Africa where Africa lost. The tribes lost the war to the white man and all of them were enslaved. That didn't happen. There's no historical record of that happening. What happened was it was infighting amongst niggas, and those prisoners of wars were sold to white men or more or less traded for tobacco and whiskey. There wasn't really a lot of money involved. It was alcohol and tobacco is what the white man gave for niggas. Because, they had the alcohol and the tobacco already over yonder because they had the tobacco fields and shit already planted. But then they had got some free labor, well, not free, but, free. But they traded some shit, but yeah. So that was a stupid comment. We shouldn't have been on the boat anyway. The Jews shouldn't have been in the concentration camps by that logic. The Israelites shouldn't have been in Egypt by that logic, even though that's a made-up story.
And I didn't disagree with shit you said. I just wanted to make sure we are on the same point. You know what you're saying, so you want to keep adding more words to it, which is weird. Okay. While telling me we supposed to be the leader, but won't let me lead my own show. Go ahead. But that works. But anyway.
Man, a nigga just cut the game on, G. He just cut the game on. Bitch, please stop talking. I gotta be back at work in a couple hours. Let me shut up. I don't want to talk. You right. But anyway, you won.
You sure right. We supposed to be the leader. We got punked by the white man. Sure did. We don't have nothing to show for it. You sure right. Which is exactly why he should be with somebody who's not black. Because he can't build with another motherfucker that don't have shit by your own logic. That's why you didn't get married to that black man. Oops. You damn sure didn't. You didn't stay and build with him. You could have. You could have built that black man. You could have. But you decided, no, I'm not going to be with somebody because I don't have. Remember, you didn't let him lead. Because if you let him lead, you'd have married.
You thought you ate with it.
Man, I did. So how I did.
She said, you thought you ate with it. She's sassy. I'm just saying, she's the prime example of if there was a reason why to just date outside your race, she's a prime example because she came on her saying, I'm not like them, yet she's behaving like them. She didn't cuss, she'd have been sarcastic, she didn't lie, she'd have been dismissive. She's sassy. This is all this. She just like them. That's why she's offended by the shit he say. I don't remember Howard Stern getting canceled at all. And he made a 40-year career out of talking about white people and doing wretched white people shit.
With that, because you said
leave. You would have let him leave.
You said by your own logic, you went with that black man, but you would have really ate had I ended up with a white man or another race.
No. I don't have to do that because you are supposedly pro-black, the black love. You, not me. You. So I didn't need you to be with no white man. That wouldn't make any fucking sense because you wouldn't have had a problem with anything I'm saying because you'd had a white man and it wouldn't have bothered you.
You said no. You said by your logic.
Yes, that a black man is supposed to be
true, but I did not marry him, Tommy, because he was black. I just chose myself. That's all. I did not marry him because he couldn't leave.
You just said I chose myself, not my
chose career and myself. That's not true.
I didn't choose him because he couldn't lead. Yeah, I'm arguing that black men can't lead. This is crazy. And you were, I guess, saying he couldn't lead because of X, Y, and Z. And he was saying, well, why didn't you build with that man? But she act like she said she couldn't do school and marriage and all of that. She couldn't plan out that, okay, I got to finish school first. We get married, but then I got to finish school and we'll hold off on kids until whatever the hell we got going on. Because she made it seem like she just had to have kids off the rip. Hey, Mimi, Dad had kids immediately. People playing shit.
Not my leader. Not my leader. The man. You chose that you needed the education. Even though the man, your leader, said, we can do this together. You said, no, I can't. I can't do it with you. The leader. Yet you talking about how the man should lead. He tried to lead. You didn't let him.
Well, at the beginning of the conversation, I set myself aside, but we talking about women in general. I tell you about the rich. You don't talk about
America.
You are women in general.
Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or over.
me. You don't talk about me, not talk about the rest.
That's what I'm trying to say. Women in general talk like how you talk.
Ding.
That's what you're not getting.
So you
The
agree with me.
telling y'all that.
So you agree with me. You agree with me that black men. Are you telling me that black men are getting down on their knees trying to marry a woman at a high proportion? Are you telling me that?
I'm telling you that as a psychologist, I've had plenty of men tell me plenty of stories about trying, just like that's why I brought up the guy with keep on. Plenty of black men who've done it. Which is why I brought up. I can bring up
Michelle said it happened.
Bring up Will Smith. I can bring up a lot of black men who will tell them, I wanted to get married.
Okay.
Let me know.
Now, have you not sat down? Now, have you not talked to black women waiting to be married, and they not?
Every time I talk to black women, they will be in their late 30s talking about, I'm looking for the one, and I know what it myself worth. Any man trying to get married ain't trying to marry no woman in their late 30s. That is an idiot. How can you start a family with a woman in her late 30s? How do you do that? You just claim every other race marries when they're young. You don't marry women when they're old. So the black women who you see, and you can see them online all the time, are the ones who are talking about they're ready to settle down, or the ones who are old and got children. The ones who are young literally will tell you they on 304 time, demon time, they twerking time, they ain't trying to get married. You don't know no, and you said out your own mouth, young women are supposed to be trying to get married. You don't see none. You don't see no 25-year-old black woman saying, I'm going to settle down. You hear her saying, hot girl something.
Turn up.
I'm 25. I'm not trying to settle down. I'm young.
Turn up.
And but it's the thing though. What do you see the 25-year-old? Because let's be honest, you asked me what age men are usually ready to get married. I said about 35 to 40. But what 25-year-old wants a 40-year-old? So what are the 25-year-old black boys saying?
25-year-old other women of other races do. That was my point.
But hold on. What are the 25-year-old?
Will say 25-year-old girls will literally say this word, a white girl or whatever. They will say, I think older men, because the older men are trying to be serious.
I think most 20-year-olds, some women look at 40.
And that's why he also said in other races, the older men typically marry them a younger woman. He said that a while ago too.
It's disgusting. I'm asking you, like,
nah, that shit was funny.
say this, because again, other races, especially Asian, they don't look at 40
They got their hoochie coochie.
That's cool, but we talking about black women, and I'm asking you.
That's the point. Oh my God. Listen to what you just said. That is the point. It's black women. So while you're saying I can't say it's just black women, you just said it was black women.
Black women prefer black men, and I'm asking you what you talk about the 20-year-old.
You're saying that they prefer black men of their age.
Yes.
Well, black women at 25 ain't trying to get married.
You said black 25-year-old girls and hot girls song, and there's a lot of black 25-year-old girls. I agree with that, but I'm asking you too.
Okay, so when they're ready to get married, when a man is their same age, he is not marrying that woman. He goes back and gets a 20-something-year-old. He does.
I'm saying the black girls that's 25
Name
are
them.
saying the same thing as a black boy who's 25.
20-year-old black girls that want to get married, but the black dudes ain't ready. Name them.
Puffy Young
Hey,
Miami.
he's got a fucking child.
And are you telling me DDG wanted to marry her? Did he propose to her?
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Please listen. I said, shouldn't she be wanting, and same thing with Barack Obama's mom. Shouldn't she be looking for a husband right now? Because she has a child.
You would think. But I don't have Haley's number, and neither do you, and you can't tell me she ain't looking for a husband.
No, I can, because she's on the fucking boat twerking and fucking a new dude.
She maybe want to marry him.
Okay. And you told me about how men ain't ready. The new dude she fucking ain't shit and got a bunch of tattoos on his neck.
You got
it. Her ass.
All right, well, answer me this. Did DDG propose to her?
Okay. Oh, wow. See how this goes?
Because we talk about stuff we got no. We don't know them, Tommy.
Woman has child. Woman has child, which is why I brought up Barack Obama's mama. You never have
men and women are different, Leo.
And you still trying to blame the man.
Because you still won't answer me. I said, did DDG propose to her?
Well, apparently, from his standpoint, he was trying to be serious with her. That's just how he tells the story. I don't know. He claims, just like the other one claimed, they was acting out of line. Y'all don't know who this person is. I get to know this person. She's now acting crazy. He stated she didn't want me hanging around these same people who were helping me do my show. He said it. He didn't say he was be with her. He said she was making it difficult to do it.
But you know what he didn't say? He didn't say, I went bought a ring. I want to start a family. I want to get married. He didn't say that.
Well, hold on a second. First off,
but if she was making it difficult for him to do it, oh, thank you for the $20 cash.
He's saying that's what I'm doing.
I know I hearted it.
He's saying I'm trying to provide. If he's saying, how is it fair that I have to watch her kiss men on film and I don't complain? But she complains about what I do as a job. That's not fair. You remember how you said the man's supposed to lead?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he surely wasn't allowed to lead if he had to watch his wife and support his girlfriend and support what she did, and she stopped supporting what he did. Mm-hmm. As a man, you would know. No man as a leader is going to stay with somebody that's treating them that way. Because I'm a leader. I'm not a fucking follower, and I'm not one of your fucking fans, and I'm not one of your do-boys. You're going to tell me you can work and do what you want to do, and I got to accept it, but then you're going to start telling me how I can't?
Could he not have married her before that? Before she had to kiss somebody on film?
What the fuck?
That's her job. She was doing that when he met her. She was an actress. Listen to you're just.
My question is, why don't we have any pictures, any posts of DDG proposing to Haley?
Because she didn't need a proposal to get pregnant by him. She didn't. She didn't require it, ma'am. I couldn't fuck you if you didn't allow me to fuck you raw. If you said you gotta wear a condom or you can't have this pussy. Just like you told me earlier. Mm-hmm. I could have wore a condom if I want to. And if I don't.
And I don't think it's a nigga alive. They're gonna be like, well, babe, fuck your pussy then. I don't want it. Hey, we going to the corner store to get them condoms. It just is what it is.
And whatever comes with that is my fault.
So tell me, let me ask you something. You are saying this is 100% on the woman, the way the black community in the homes are? Or are you saying a woman has a feeling?
Hold on. I am saying it is 100% on the women because let me tell you why. Because Haley Bailey wouldn't fuck me. You know who else won't? Megan Good. Well, why won't they fuck me? Because they choose not to. When you said men choose a wife, no men ask a wife. We get told no a lot. A lot of men can tell you stories of them asking a woman to be with them, getting told no. Mm-hmm. I have marriage proposals, and I got told no. I believe in marriage, and most men believe in, if I find a woman I really like, I'm gonna marry her. Men ask, and we get told no. Just like we ask you to go to prom. Do every man get to go to prom? Nope. So why would you say men choose who they go to prom with? No, they don't. Women choose who they accept the proposal from. Just like you turned that man down. That man chose you. Is he with you? Boom. He chose you. He's not with you. So I defeated your own logic of men choose women. No, they do not. Women choose men. Just like jobs choose employees. Employees don't
that
choose jobs.
hurts.
I agree, but let me ask you something. Just like you proposed to a woman, and that one that proposed to me, and well, he didn't propose to me, but I could have been married. I turned him down.
Now you're gonna change it and say
He didn't propose to her.
How you turn down a non-proposal?
No. I'm saying I could have been married by now. Because I had someone that wanted to marry me. You know how men give a hint? Like a man will give a hint.
So now it's the second dude that wanted to marry.
That man wanted to marry me. Point blank here. Okay. But I'm asking you.
Again, think about talking to you, how difficult it is for you to stay. You will change shit to get out of things. I haven't done it.
What are you arguing? You arguing if somebody wanted to marry me?
You went right back and said, well, I was never proposed to. Why would you say that now?
She just lied.
Wow. And I made sure every step of the way I tell him.
He had to take a shot.
I'm not in love with you. I don't want to. I want to do this.
He had to drink some Fireball.
Keep it at bay. I didn't want him to pop up with a surprise proposal, and then I gotta say no. Like I already knew what was on his mind. He told me.
Oh, like most women.
So he never proposed. So she lied in the first. He never got down on one knee. What the fuck? This is hoes for you. This is what they do. This is what they do. Why did she even lie about that? So she didn't made up a proposal in her head, and now she's running around telling the internet and anybody that'll listen, I was proposed to, but I turned them down because my daddy and them told me, no, you got to get your education. Bitch, he didn't propose. All of that was a lie. Just on the fly, just real good, just right quick.
That's mine then, right?
Some will, some won't. But look at what I'm asking you. You proposed to a woman, she told you on cue that he wanted to marry me. Wow. And I made sure every step of the way I tell him, no, I'm not ready. I'm not in love with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I just made sure to keep it at bay. I didn't want him to pop up with a surprise proposal and then I gotta say no. Like I already knew what was on his mind.
So she didn't get to say no because he didn't ask.
You apparently know what's on a man's mind then, right?
Some will, some won't.
I'm making so much every week with this simple app that I'm able to cover alimony and still have enough left over for a few rounds of golf.
Make you want to run your head into the wall.
You proposed to a woman, she told you no, and then whatever other man proposed to a woman, they told him no. Now let me ask you something. And I'm just talking about black men and black women. You get turned down by this one.
It's not gonna happen, Leah.
The next one tells you yes. I still think that even if you get turned down by one proposal, I would still think there's more black families because it's more than one fish in the sea.
Hold on, I want y'all to understand again, as I told y'all earlier, black women have no sympathy or empathy towards black men. Listen to what she just said.
Oh, so you're supposed to stay there and start because she told you no.
This is what you just said. You said, even if you get turned down by one, go ask no. You'll eventually get to a yes.
Well, tell me, is that any different from what the white man doing?
Hold on. Let me point something out to you. Do you
Not
believe
the white man.
that every time that man hears no, it fucks with his psyche? You know, who hurt you?
I think so.
But you didn't say this.
Sounds like an excuse. Sounds like an excuse, though. Sounds like an excuse because a white man can sit up there and get married. He can sit up there and get married. That marriage like 2 years. They get a divorce. We go on to the next.
No, ma'am. That is not an excuse. There are white women. There are white women who date a white man who's been divorced, and they will go to him and say, "I know you're probably not really in a hurry to get married again." He has to try. They will try to soothe his situation, knowing how you got there. They try to find out if there's any trauma from the last one. They understand how difficult it is to ask a woman to the prom and be told no. Why do you think they tell a man no easier and in a lighter hearted way than when black women do? See, black men will tell you the story that when we try to talk to a woman, we go in her inbox and say, "How you doing, beautiful?" She'll go put it on her front page. "This lame nigga tried to holler at me." So not only did I get a no from you, you're trying to embarrass me in front of every other woman so they will look at me that way. White woman has never said, "Tommy was in my inbox," because it wasn't that important. She was pretty and she know other niggas is in her inbox. She just tell them no or ignore them. She don't have to make a big ass post about it. A woman made a post about Chris Brown being in her damn inbox. Why would you do this? All you had to do was say no and let this man have some dignity so he would be able to go to the next woman. But instead, you insulted him publicly, which is why a lot of black men, which is my point, it is very hard to build a family with someone who's just fucking mean. And the majority of black women are like you. You came at me mean. You did not come at me in a nice way, and you could have. Nothing forced you to do that. You felt like what I said was mean, so you gonna be mean. But every other race says, let me find out who hurt him. I might be able to fix it. White women love to try and fix a motherfucker that they believe is hurt, not insult a motherfucker that they believe is hurt. That's the difference. So they can pick up a reclamation project. White men don't mind trying to talk to white women at the bar because a white woman ain't gonna look at them and say, I know you didn't with your shoes looking like that. It becomes difficult, ma'am. You become jaded, ma'am. Just like you claim black women are jaded because people make fun of them. If you could be
not with the New Balance and the cowboy boots.
Why aren't you sympathetic and empathetic for what black men do? Because if you were, we could actually build bridges with each other and fix some things. But y'all tell us we should fight through whatever the fuck you put us through. Why do you think so many black women say these words? And you could tell me if I'm lying if you've never heard it. I need a man who can handle me. Handle you. You mean like luggage? You mean like a wild animal? Why would I have to handle you? Why would I have to deal with the shit that you know is irritating? No other race says this. No other race walks into it trying to be contentious. When a white woman would call my show, if she wanted to know why I say the shit I say, she would be very welcoming. A white woman who came to my show, she'd be very welcoming and try to find out why I say what I say. A black woman will come in being very confrontational. And y'all will say that this is normal and only a weak nigga can't deal with that. The fact that y'all call y'all men bro, bruh, and nigga tells you you're not very feminine. Tell me I'm lying, that the majority of black women don't refer to their man as bro, bruh, or nigga.
Well, tell me that.
Well, hey, ma'am, if I ask you something, do what I do you. I acknowledge what you say, then I move on to something else. I've been asking you to please acknowledge what I'm saying too.
Will black women use saying yeah and say, bro, yeah, some they will.
Thank
Some
you.
of them will. Some of them will.
What you want to say, and I'll respond to it.
Okay. I think that there is a deep-rooted reason why black men may not get the respect of the other men.
We understand, ma'am. Listen to what you're trying to do. Do y'all understand how crazy this is? If a person is telling you there's a big reason why I won't pay you what you think you're worth, then they shouldn't get mad that a person is going to get a job somewhere else. I'm not arguing that with you. Okay. You're right. We don't deserve respect. Then don't get mad at us for saying we don't like you. This is insane. What you're saying is outright stupid.
No, I get mad. You know what?
You don't deserve respect. I agree with you. We don't.
I get mad. But you know what you also don't deserve to do? You know what you also don't have the right to do? You don't deserve respect, and you also don't have the right to
She got triggered as soon as he said, and this is why I say they should date outside their race. She has not come back from that moment. She is seething like, what? Don't put up with us? How dare you?
When you are behind every other race of black men.
Are you the same woman who just said this Elon Musk Twitter?
But by that same metric, black women are behind every other race of women. So the same thing that you're saying about black men applies to the black woman, which it wouldn't be any. The only nigga that get mad about black women marrying white men is Umar. That's it. Like nobody else gives a fuck. It's just Umar. And now FBAs don't care because the leader of FBA, his wife white and his mother-in-law, so nobody cares about Tariq Nasheed and them. So yeah, nobody cares. But she is triggered. Why you say that, Tommy? Why you say marry outside your race? So, but y'all see what's going on here. She has been offended that he talks about black women. And her way of getting justice is talking about black men, but he's not arguing with her and saying, why are you talking about black men? He hadn't said that at all. He just said, that's why I tell niggas that they're outside the race. And she is, boy.
It's Twitter and you can do what you want on there because of freedom of speech. And is that you?
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
Yeah.
So then don't tell me you don't have the right to do it.
I can tell you what to put on your page. I can tell you what to put on your page.
It's like the fat woman had the right to get online and say she's fine. Sure does. See how it works? It's funny how y'all have all these fucking rights to be very vocal and to say what you want. But then try to tell a black man he don't.
You don't have the right.
And if you were securing yourself,
And she said you don't have the right.
I think if you talk to most black women,
let me ask you something. Do you think rich people care what poor people say? Do
but
poor people what ugly people say?
no.
Sure don't. So
But
if black already stated they above black men, you wouldn't care what they said.
But I think if you talk to most black women, you would know it ain't about your preference and what you're trying to go and do in life. It's about when you got the right. It's about when you think you got the right to turn around and look down on black women and talk about black women.
They do.
Well, you got the right to say, bro,
Hold on. Just like you have the right to say bruh, bro, and all these things you say to him. I agree. Ma'am, have you noticed I, again, do something you don't have the ability to do?
What?
I'm fair. If I say men can do it, then women can do it. I'm fair. You don't ever get me to jump around. No. You said, so we can call y'all fuck niggas. Like, yep. We call y'all bro. You're right. Everybody can be what they want to be. The difference is black men have been able to play that game better than y'all. Because like I said, the rich man don't care what the poor man says, and the pretty woman don't care what the ugly bitch say. They don't. Black women know that what they're saying ain't true. You can say what you just said all day, and we don't give a shit. You don't have to respect us. You can keep calling us bro. You get mad, though, when we tell the world why we got this white woman. But if what you were saying was true, you wouldn't care. Like the rich one, like the pretty one.
What would you say something we say is not true?
No. Listen to what you're saying. If what I asked you, I said the statement. If what you were saying was true, then you wouldn't care. I pointed out how rich people don't care what the broke people say. I pointed out how pretty women don't care what the ugly women say. The women in VIP don't care what the bitches who ain't in VIP say. White women don't worry about what y'all black women say. Have you noticed that? That was what I was getting at the beginning. They don't give a shit what y'all say about them. You've never heard a white woman tell they white man, black women do it too, to justify something stupid they do. They would never.
Can't you see that? Black women ain't going against white women. Can't you see that it's offensive? It's offensive when a black man wants to constantly down.
Didn't say a word about black women. Kyrie Irving didn't say a word about black women. The majority of black men who you see with white women never said a fucking word about black women. The black women went to their.
But that doesn't mean you don't have black men that's not.
I'll say it again. The black men you're criticizing for being with white women never said a word about black women. Never said.
This all started because I commented on your post. I'm talking about Tommy.
Because you're bothered that man chose somebody that didn't look like you.
I'm talking about Tommy. I'm talking about you. I don't know what color your woman is.
Whoa, how are you talking about me?
Because why are you bringing up celebrity Jamie Foxx? I don't even know what you're talking about.
My woman's black. My woman's black.
I'm saying this conversation.
Woman black. Does that mean?
I think I know you. Okay. All right. Your woman black.
My child's black. Does that mean?
I'm just saying you keep bringing up the
Does that mean anything? You keep saying I'm just saying. I'm asking, does that mean anything? My woman's black. My child's black. My Escalade's black. I got a lot of black around me. Does that mean anything?
Does it mean anything? It's still, you still got your woman black, your child black, but you still come to the sideline to always shine light on the negative black women.
Yes, hold on a second. Because I'm doing exactly what you.
We're being told to buy orange coin, but these
damn, the commercials on
way better games with
the mobile device is ridiculous.
Claimed is a problem. There are not enough black families. I diagnosed the problem, just like the cancer guy diagnosed the problem. You get to go to different doctors to find out how they want to deal with the cancer. Do you not?
You do.
Well, I'm the doctor that believes the cancer has to be cut out because the cancer is the woman. You can go to another person like Dr. Umar, and he'll tell you it's the man's problem. When you are choosing doctors, whose job is it to decide what type of treatment they get? It's yours. Only you can. So you can listen to me and know exactly what I'm going to do because I'm an honest doctor. Honest all the way around. To the point of where I put my girl on here, y'all can ask her whatever you want. And I would be nowhere near. I'd let her answer. Have always done so.
Well, let me ask you.
You
got that analogy? You're the doctor. And you pointing out the cancer, trying to cut out the cancer. You know how when you have cancer and you go do radiation and sometimes radiation will kill you. I want to know, why do you think you're, and not trying to tell you what to do, this is an honest question, because you told me to ask questions, not insult.
I'm not, you don't have to preface a question.
Okay. How in your way studying not the cancer instead of you being radiation and actually.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Candy and them, I hear it now. It sounds like Nicole perspective. That's who it sounds like.
Or harm than good.
What? That makes sense.
Radiation can kill you because in order for the radiation to target the cancer, it can also harm other things around it.
And many people have been saved by radiation treatment.
Many people have been saved and many have been killed.
Yes, that's like.
Okay. Why do you think you are a surgeon cutting out the cancer? And how do you think you're not, you could possibly be radiation causing a side effect and actually killing you?
I said I'm not radiation.
That's why the voice sounds familiar.
When have I said?
You just gave an analogy about the doctor and the doctor.
When? That was a simple question. When have I said?
Let me tell you when you said it. You just said it. You said it because I am trying to save the Black family.
No, what I said was this. I said, I'm like the surgeon. I look at Black women as the problem. The cancer guy will look at, he has different methods. And I said, Umar is a different type of an oncologist. He sees it different. He sees the Black man as the problem. You have to decide which one of us is the best treatment for you, is what I said.
Why do you, okay, all right, well, why do you think?
I can't argue with that. People will either listen to you or they don't. They can use what you're saying and see how it works. And if it comes out bad, it'll be a bunch of niggas who come out and say, I listened to Tommy, I did what he said, it fucked my life up. Just like the people would do when they got their cancer cut out versus they got radiation. They would say, I tried radiation, I got sicker. That's what would happen.
All right, so you got the treatment, Dr. Umar got the treatment, right?
We got our own treatment.
You got your own plans of treatment.
Yep.
What I'm asking you is, how do you know you are being a treatment and not a killer?
I know because there's nobody, again, because you can't point to nobody that done killed Black women or killed themselves based upon what I said. You can't name a Black woman who said, your man started listening to my show and started whooping my ass, treating me bad, left me.
But we do have Black women that said, my man started listening to your show and now he's a better man and help. You got that?
Yes, I have many of them who are sitting there now, who are in the comment section right now. I have more Black women listen to me than you have listened to you. Why would that be? If you're pro-Black woman and I'm anti-Black woman, why would more listen to me than you? This is a simple question.
Because you got a platform. I don't have a platform.
Yeah, but hold on, but they're not doing like how you claim you taking up with Black women. How are those Black women not offended by it? They heard the exact same words. How did they not get offended?
How you know they're not offended?
They're saying, oh my God. Y'all see how this is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I don't care if you got Black women that's not offended. You also got Black women that are offended.
Okay, do me a favor. Black women, if you're in the comment section, tell me if you're offended by the things I say.
All right, I'm waiting. I want to read this.
Yes. And y'all do is look on the side where it says comments.
How do you know they're not offended?
Yes, if you're not
because they would let it be known if they were offended. They would let it be known.
One says never.
They're more offended by you than him. She can't argue.
Nope.
And argue she
Look,
did.
there's some pretty Black women too. I think that's probably why they're not offended. Probably because they're not ugly. I'm not even trying to be funny. You got to be ugly. What a nigga say online and be the argument.
Well, that's not a fact, and I'm nowhere near ugly, so I'm not bothered about that.
All I'm trying to tell you is the majority of women who look worth a fuck aren't worried about a nigga like me and what I think. They're not. If you out getting dick and men proposing to you and loving you, why would you argue with Tommy? Just think about it. If you got the love of your life and you happy at home, what fucking reason would you have to argue at a man who says he don't like you?
Now, Tommy, let's be reasonable too. This is also your platform, your show, your people. Yes. Now, if we went all the way out there to the public,
whoa, my patience. You can't be that dumb. My patience. People who've experienced my brand of surgery. That's how it works. That's how Yelp works. That's how Google reviews work. The people who are making complaints or saying it's great were people who bought the product.
Tell me, you can take
listening to people who bought the product. So I'm supposed to listen to what you say. They shouldn't be heard. Even though you claim, well, I do see some things in what you're saying, which makes sense. That's why I'm technically more of a fan of yours than I am Dr. Umar Nasheed. You say that.
I said I may be. I said I may be a bigger fan of yours because you trying to put me off on Dr. Umar.
Maybe technically same thing.
You did. I said black women listen.
And
to
you said you like
Umar tells
Umar.
them that they're queens is what I said.
You
don't even
lying.
listen when people talk to you. I didn't say you did. I don't know if you do. I said black women listen to him and they see how bad he treats black women. They see how bad he treats his own kid. But because he say black queens forever and white snow bunnies never, they forgive all that other shit, which doesn't make sense. But because I say what I say, and yet you see how I treat black women, you just worried about what I said to you. And didn't say it to you. You just heard me say something and found it offensive. I didn't say it to you. I don't go on none of you bitches' page to say a fucking thing. You got to come to mind to be offended. Which is why I said if I piss in my house, you had to come in here to smell it. And you gave the excuse of you might just want to be there. Well, then enjoy the piss. That's a normal reaction. If I go to my cousin's house and I know my cousin's gay, I'm not going to go in there and tell him you should stop being gay in your house. Because I want to be here. Because I like, I like challenge.
Did you ever hear me say, tell me you should stop saying stuff on your platform? You never once heard me say it.
You literally just said it. And I'm going to tell you when you said it.
When I said it.
If I'm lying. You said, since black men are at the bottom, then they don't have the right to talk about black women and bash them. That's what you said. And I kept telling you, but like you said, it's Elon Musk stuff. They should be able to say what they want. And you said, not when they're at the bottom.
She just came to argue.
You said this. And I said, it doesn't matter that they're at the bottom. They can say what they want. Just like it doesn't matter that the fat woman, I'm not attracted to her. She should be able to write on her page that she'd never fuck me. She should be able to say that. You don't show your face. I don't know what you look like. You can say how you ain't pretty. I mean, how you are pretty. Those are your words. But the one thing, like you said about black men, if they really want to start families, well, they will make them. The proof is in the pudding. See, people who are about something, they don't hide it. The Bible that you talked about, it said you don't put a candle under a bushel. Don't it say that? Because what would happen if you put a candle under a bushel?
Burn, baby,
Well,
burn.
Flames. You can't hide that. What you are is what you are. It ain't hard. You ain't gonna hide it. And the one thing I know is pretty women don't hide who they are. It's motherfuckers who are doctors, lawyers, whatever the fuck. They know when they look good and they want everybody to see.
I don't have to validate why I don't show my face.
Who said you had?
One thing about it, I have a certain reason why I don't show my face. It's not because I'm.
The fact that you're arguing this says a lot.
You just said it. You said pretty women don't hide their face.
All I said was this. I said the proof is in the pudding. If I was telling you about how much I did the same thing with Umar. If he says he loves black women, he'd be with one. You said if we were leaders, we'd lead. Did you not say that? Imagine I'm sitting up here saying, we ain't got to show you nothing. Who is you? We could say,
you agree. You agree. If y'all were leaders, y'all would lead.
I do agree. That's the difference between you and me. When you say something I agree with, I can say it. I don't have to try to retroactively change what I just said. See how easy it is to talk to me? I agree with something you say. If you say I don't agree with it and then turn around 5 minutes later and say I don't, I continue to agree with you. It don't insult me.
I agree with you on your points.
If it's a man that's insulted by what you saying, he need to check himself. If it's a black man that's not that's pissed at you saying it and me agreeing with it, he need to check himself. I agree with you 100%. I said the black man is the second most chosen man on earth. Shockingly, he owns the least of any other man. Guys, have I not said this? Said it 1,000 times. Black men don't own shit. And somehow he's the second most chosen man. Do you know who that hurts the most? Black women. Because they don't understand. They don't understand how we walk out the house with our own hound out here, looking like our baby pictures. We ain't got to do shit. We look like us and still get chosen. That's why they try to hold us to your mama black and all this other stupid shit. Because they know if the black man started thinking of who he truly was, he'd leave them behind. And that's why they say these words. As soon as you get money, you go get somebody else. Yes. And I hope most men start doing it. Because when a woman says she don't respect you when you ain't got, she don't respect you when you get it.
Yeah, well, only the black woman is expected to respect you when you don't got it.
You mean like how Jeff Bezos' wife did that?
Bezos?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
How she held him, what she was with him when he didn't have it?
She didn't have shit. He was working in her garage. She was the professional. He didn't have a job.
Okay, one, name another one.
She said one, name another.
Because the minority don't make the rule. The minority don't make the rule.
John Kerry, Teresa Hines.
Motherfucker, the point is you just said only the black woman is supposed to stay down with a nigga that's broke. And he just pointing out, well, shit, one of the richest niggas in the world His wife was the professor that he was fucking off in the garage. And you saying one person that goes to show that it happens and it happens all the time, but you expect him to just name like and then he's naming famous ones at that. Like the shit happens more often than not. You don't have to turn out to be a billionaire. You could just end up being a regular blue collar people. I'm just saying, it happens. This is a conversation with women, though. It's never a just let me reflect on what the fuck was said moment. It's always got to fire back. Got to fire back. And then say, you can't lead. I don't want to lead. I'm going to lead you up out this motherfucker because you was making my head hurt.
Teresa Hines is of the billionaire fortune of the Hines. Or how about this one? Right now, you have Tom Brady's ex-wife who's with the fucking karate coach.
And you just named 3 people, and you think you can't name 3 blacks? You
Cassie in her body in her personal body trainer that did it had. Like the Rock's second wife, like the shit goes on and on and on. She's being a Kevin Federline and Brittany. Ray J and Whitney. The list goes on and on and on and on and on.
blacks. You think you can't name 3 black women?
I'm not. You just said they shouldn't do it. That's the difference between the way you talk and I talk.
I guarantee you there's more black women holding down a man that ain't got nothing.
Ma'am, you said they should not. You didn't advocate for them to do it. You said
they are the only ones expected to.
Ma'am, any woman should.
That's what she said.
Don't build a man, or don't pick that man. That's it. Everybody has that common sense thing. If you pick them, build it. If you think he needs to be ready-made, then don't pick a man that ain't ready-made. See how simple that is? It works in every other culture except black. Because y'all don't take no responsibility for shit. You'll fuck a nigga with no job, have a baby by a nigga with no job, then say, why ain't he leading? Well, he wasn't leading when you was fucking him. But if I was fucking a whore, and she was a whore, hold on. If I was fucking a whore, and she was a whore when I was fucking her, and she was a whore when I got her pregnant, and I said, I don't know why she won't marry me. You know what people would say?
She's a whore, dummy.
But she was a whore when you were with her. Why did you expect her to not do whore things? You think that just because she had a baby, she'd stop whoring? That's dumb logic. You think that because she smoked crack, that once she got pregnant, she'd stop? But that's what black women are expecting. Men who didn't marry them to now marry them because a baby exists. Men who weren't taking care of them to now take care of them and a baby because a baby exists.
Black women need to do better and stop being stupid.
Yep.
You are at the bottom of the barrel also. You're going out here, you slim pickings. You're having kids by men.
She done changed up. She done changed her ways. Look at her.
Closed off.
She's a flip-flopper.
The black man, but the black man is behind. Black women prefer black men.
Black women can't get white men because every time they get a chance to get one, they run to them. That is a lie.
Run to who? Wait, run to who?
Black men don't listen to that lie. That's a lie from the pit.
They run to who though?
Literally, a white man by the name of DJ Kid was able to get 400 damn black women HIV. How was he able to do it if black women are so damn faithful?
And what about the man in Louisiana that gave hundreds of women black women HIV?
What about the man?
Every man.
Oh my God, hold on, y'all. Do y'all hear what just happened? If a person says we don't fuck white men, that white man shouldn't exist. That's what
the point that I'm making is black women need to do better.
Black women been able to do it.
Why would they listen to that? Why wouldn't they listen to that? Why wouldn't black women or black men listen to that the black woman needs to do better?
Hold on. Listen to what you said. Black women prefer black men.
They do. That's their
preference. If they do, then white men would have no chance. That's how that works. How can a man say he prefer women, but fuck men every now and again?
Sonny, what percentage of black men would you say is with another race?
Percentage?
Yeah.
Well, when you say with, then
marriage.
That, that's a different thing. Because
well, change that question. What percentage of black men are successful millionaires and celebrities? What percentage?
What percentage of black men in America are? 6.4%.
6.4%. And so the rest of them, not millionaires.
Is that right? That's wild. That sounds way too high. But okay,
It's a lot of athletes getting pumped out, Tommy. The athletes make up probably
So just because you have black women out
5.2% of
there,
it.
you can say, well, that means white men wouldn't have a chance. I'm saying most white men don't have a chance with black women. And the minority doesn't make the rule. Black women typically prefer black men.
And so you say this, and then we have to hear real life white men say they've never had a problem fucking black women. So
well, fucking and being with them and marrying is two different things. They don't want to.
Nobody's marrying black women.
What percentage of black men? What percentage of black men? The black men that are
married people on earth. When you said they prefer them, how are you going to sit up here and say, well, what I prefer?
What I'm saying is, if you line up 50 white men and you line up 50 black men and you line up the black women, what I'm saying is most of those
would choose the white man if the white man wanted them, because the white man can give them something that I can't. The white man can give them a kid with colored eyes and good hair, stuff that they tend to believe are good.
Tell me, look up. I want you to type that on your computer.
Which is why
this is statistically proven. Please type that on your computer. This is statistically proven.
Proven.
Of what race black women prefer. Go ahead and pick and end it.
How is that statistically proven?
That is statistically proven about what race black women prefer and end up with. And it's also statistically proven about black men and who they end up with. Please exit. Not telling you what to do.
Hold on, wait. Based on the available information, it is not possible to definitively state that black women usually prefer partners of a certain race or ethnicity. Preferences vary greatly from person to person with any demographic group, including black women. That's what it says. What you told me to put in, I put it in, and let me make sure I put it on.
If you type in, what percentage? I know. What percentage of black men? What race are what? Who are black men most Americans? Look this stuff up on ChatGPT already.
Okay.
I know.
You know that, ma'am. That's like saying, are most black men married to women who got nice shapes or fat women? Most black men are married to fat women. Would they prefer fat women? No. That's just who they marry. Because a man marries who he can. He marries who he can.
All right, well, guess what? Both of us wrong. Both of us wrong. Because your answer just also said that they can't pick who they prefer. That means you said they'll choose the white man. So both of us wrong. Because you ain't got no definitive answer that they're gonna choose the white man.
Wrong. I said if the white man wanted it. The white man doesn't.
What proof do you have? You don't have any proof of that.
I literally have proof of it because white men go around saying they don't. They fuck them. White men have had access to black women since slavery, and they still won't marry them. They don't. There are 4 times more black men married to white women than white men married to black women. They won't do it. It hurts their business.
You don't even answer the question. Who are the black women going to pick?
What do you mean?
You talk about the black the white one, huh?
White men don't want black women because if they did, they could have them.
Who are the black women going to
black women don't get? You just claim black women don't have a bunch of good choices between black men. Yet the statistics, if you look at them anyway, the least picked group on dating websites are black women. They're the least. Go look it up. The least chosen. The only people that think black women's fat asses and all this other shit look good are black men. No one else just walks around looking for that. The only people that think it's okay and normal to have a smart mouth bitch in your house is black men. Why do you think that when these black women get with white men, none of them have a mouth like how you've shown tonight? They don't.
And why do you think?
Used to have that mouth, no longer has that mouth. Why not? Even the twins. One of them was with a black man, the other one's with a white man. Look at how different they are.
First, I haven't been disrespectful to you tonight. Haven't been disrespectful. Make sure I said.
Have I said several times? I acknowledge what you say. You should acknowledge what I say.
I've said that a couple times. Will I be able to go back and watch this? This will be a lesson.
You'll be able to go back and watch it. And you go back and read what people write.
Fuck them. I don't care about them. Listen.
You say that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Up here later, right?
I think that being that I'm a black woman and I'm been around plenty black women, most black women find black men attractive, and that is who they prefer.
I didn't say they don't find us attractive. Listen to how you spoke about who we were. And I respect that you said who we were. White women wouldn't speak about their man that way if they want him. Normally, don't speak about the individual they want that way.
Wait a minute, but you got a black woman, and then you get on Twitter and you say black women all want to do this, and black women.
Wait a minute. That's why I don't say anything about her. See how that works? If I got on here and said things about her, then you'd be right.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing about the man that. Listen, if I get married, hopefully I wouldn't say that about my man. What difference does it make?
You're saying that's who you're trying to attract. See, I'm trying to get rid of that. Like with you, when I said just a second ago, I said, well, that's not the married lady like us like that. See, I'm trying, like how I told you earlier, how telling me who hurt you is insulting to the majority of black men. It's an insult and you know it. But the reason you're willing to insult a man that you believe is supposed to be the leader, no one insults who they think is the leader. You don't. At your job, y'all don't insult the leader. In the military, you don't insult the leader.
All right, y'all. I'm getting sleepy, and they still got 2 more hours of this shit. Yeah, just 2 hours and 47 minutes of a. I could do it. I see y'all was entertained by this one. I come back and do a part 2. Until the next episode, we out.